Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury live streaming channel. Snake, how are you today?
I'm doing just fine, Archie. Thank you. How are you doing?
You know, Snake, it's I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, Snakey. I gotta tell you, man, I'd love to have a car. I'd love to have a nice Rolex watch on my wrist. I'd like to have a nice car. I'd like to have a sexy, busty girl beside me. A lot of things I'd like to have, you just can't get.
Such is life. But
you know, it's just how it is, man.
You want to live in a
Frozen Yukina. Hello,
world?
Frozen Yukina. How are you?
How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Hey, Frozen Yukina. I'm doing good.
Good.
Frozen Yukina. We need to get some super chats in. Guys, you super chat. You can control how the conversation goes there.
Let's get the upvotes in too. Doing mine right now. Boom. Did it. Bam. There's one more.
Marcelo's here. Hey, Marcelo. How are you?
Well, after yesterday I wasn't in your show because Sunday I was drinking like 2 bottles of white wine plus
hey, that's okay. But the stud, $2. Good afternoon, Arch. Also to the fellas and CB. CB, $50. Can't watch the show tonight for your new car fund. Big CB is an absolute legend. You know what CB said to me? He said all cars will last high kilometers. He said that most modern cars are pretty good. He
Yep.
said you've got to change the oil every 10 to 15,000 kilometers.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said you change the oil and the filter.
Yep.
He said some cars now, a lot of cars now, they have big service intervals. Like you can get away with 25,000. And
Not
I
worth it.
don't. Hey, speaking of cars, we've got green room. Man, how have you been, man? We haven't seen you in a long
Yeah,
time.
it's been a little while, man. How are you? Hey guys.
You know what?
Hey, guys.
I just
Green
want to
room.
go and lease
Hey.
the most expensive car I can't afford.
You know what, Archie? today's cars.
I want to
If
do a
you-
full
if
life
you-
cycle. You know,
if you treat
dealer
them right-
delivery, and repo. End with repo. What do you think?
Nice, perfect.
What do you
But
think?
I was gonna say today's cars literally don't wear out. The metallurgy and the new oils, if you treat them right, you
Yeah.
warm them up for a few minutes, like you say, before you start them, and you don't over rev them when they're cold. They will never wear out. They will go a million miles. With proper maintenance. They're very different than cars 20, 30 years ago.
Mike, you know what my dream car is?
Mercedes 280 SL.
Bentley.
Got a bit of background noise there. Who's that? It's Marcelo.
it's
Fuck
not
me,
me.
dead, Marcelo. Come on, man. You're a Big Mech. Big Mech. By the way, Big Mech, I just recorded a paid review for you. $2 for the journey. Big Mech, I did a soul reading. Your paid review will be up there in the next 24 hours. Guys, did any of you guys check out my review of the Real Cars and Chrono?
Not yet. I'll do that.
It's on the Paul
make a
Pluta
point of it.
channel. I did a review, and I also reviewed Jamie Opulence's collection. It was quite interesting to compare the two egos, the two different ways of doing things. You know what my absolute dream is? Like if I won lotto, okay? What would I get? What would I
that's
get?
a
You know
great
what I'd
topic.
get?
What would you get?
Forget. No, let me be totally honest with you. Forget Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. That's all. It's not usable shit. Do you understand? It's not a car.
Not
I
every
want
day.
something.
No.
It's not like I'll be honest with you, okay? Bentleys. I've never been in a driving. I've sat in a Bentley at the dealer until he kicked me out. He said, "Hey, hey, what are you doing in here? Hey." They're lovely. And I've been in a Ferrari. I'd never been in a Ferrari till I went on my YouTube channel and said I'd never been in a Ferrari. And someone said, "Hey, do you want to go in my new F8 Tributo?" Can I tell you honestly what I thought of it? It was amazing. It was a rocket ship. It was like being in a video game. Nah, I don't want it. Too low for me.
Yeah, you gotta fall into them.
I honestly don't fucking want it. Okay, I'm being completely honest with you. I don't fucking want who. The Real Cars and Chrono, $10. A little bonus super chat for the heartfelt, syrupy review. Real Cars and Chrono, can you please send me that valuation, because I want to go and lease something so badly. I want to get fleeced. I want to get absolutely creamed. I want to get taken advantage of. I want to become superficial. I want to do everything that having a Panda Daytona will give you in a car. Flexing.
Top high-end Mercedes.
You know what my dream car is? If I had, like, say I won $1 million, or you know what my dream car is?
What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mike's given us a hint. Can I say this to you?
A Maybach?
I don't want a fucking car that big. Like, to me, the mid-size, speaking of mid-size. We've got Tim right here.
Hey, Art, a great review of
Super cut.
collection. That was quite a.
Which one? The Jamie one or the Cars and Chrono?
I love the Cars and Chrono one. Probably
Yeah.
the best collection
Hey,
reviewer.
you got a moustache. When did you grow that thing? Fuck me, Dad. What the hell are you using as hair foliant? You were shaved off yesterday.
No, I've had a beard for a little bit.
Okay. Ronnie Paul is on.
Shaved his beard.
Oh,
You
Rennie.
gotta grow the beard while the mustache is filling in. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's
Mustache takes a lot longer to fill in than the beard, for sure.
Bud,
Mine's never
the-
filled in completely.
Bud
not
the
how I
Stud,
wanted.
$2. Thoughts on Canopus, White Gold, Speedmaster, all options. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't get it, man. Just get the fucking steel one. Why do you need to go white gold, man? Because you can. Because they can. I had a fight with I did a consultancy yesterday. The guy wanted a Breitling Navi timer that had all black dial. I said, you know why they don't do that anymore? Because it's fucking ugly. That's the reason they don't do that anymore. It looks fucking ugly.
The old
Vinci?
black Navy timer. I remember that. Yeah.
Finchy,
Chat.
£2. Which one? BMW
Nice.
435D or Mercedes C300 Coupe? I got to tell you, let me say this to you guys. Can I tell you what I feel, honestly?
Super chat,
Look
super
at
chat.
these knives here. You know what, Finchy? Do we have to
Very
go
nice,
diesel?
Mike.
Finchy, well, petrol's so dear in the UK. That's the problem. 435D. That's actually a good car, that. That's a... Yeah, I'd go BMW. I think the 4 is... It's just been redesigned. It's got that new sexy grille. I love that butchy grille. Maldives, $9.
Look at that.
Arch, thoughts on customizing vintage
Ceramic
pieces?
bearings.
Maldives, sacrilege. That's just fucking ridiculous. You don't do that. You do not customize vintage. That is absolute. Because what happens is some idiot does it, then it's hard to put they lose the good bits. They do not do that, man.
Agreed. Don't do it.
Absolutely hate that. Honestly, you come on my show and you do that, you're out of the... I'm going to excommunicate you. That is so... Insider information, $2. Shocked at Mike stealing old age home. Well, his mum gives them to him. It's not stealing. Believe you me, it's not stealing. If you saw the prices that he was doing. The Real Cars and Chrono, $5. Emailed you the ArchieLuxury valuation cover letter. Check your email. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to go to... I'll tell you what. You know what my dream car is? I'll tell you completely honestly. Do you want me to tell you my dream car?
What is it?
Okay, this is no bullshit, okay? This is being completely honest with you, okay?
Okay.
Let's just go backwards in this. Bentley, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati. You know what? Too exotic, trouble. Don't want it. I want something that is large enough to be able to be repaired reasonably. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, then you start saying Mercedes S-Class, 7 Series BMW. You know what? Too big. I don't like SUVs. I want a sedan. And I want 4 doors because I want to be able to put my kids in the back. Is that okay? Can I take the kids with me?
Yeah, of course.
You know what my dream car would be?
What is it?
RAV4.
No. I said no SUVs. No SUVs.
Do you consider the RAV an SUV, huh?
Super chat.
Here we go. Insider information, $2. Why does Mike eat the food? Because his mother has extra. She's very kind to him, and she lets him have some occasional meals. So
I'm
Insider,
a mama's boy.
what's the problem with that?
I'm a mama's
Have you
boy.
seen the fees? Mike is paying $5,000 a month. Surely he can get the odd fucking meal from there. 5,000. Who made that, Tim?
No, 3,000.
The
3,000 a
roommate
month.
made some food, so I'm gonna
That actually looks
take, like, 5
semi-decent.
minutes.
That
The
actually
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
roommate
yeah,
semi-
right?
good,
Doesn't look too
make good
bad.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's actually
Yeah.
quite nice.
Fried rice.
Mm.
Fried rice.
With some
Probably
egg. I
What's
like
the
how she's
bla-
done that.
What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
black stuff on there, Tim?
That's seaweed. Seaweed.
Oh,
Seaweed.
it is? Okay.
Seaweed. Seaweed.
Yeah, it looks good with the eggs.
It looks very. Let me say, the dream car. I reckon the dream car for me, and I don't want super. I don't need a V8 or a 6-cylinder. I reckon 4 cylinders are enough. You know what the dream car would be?
Super chat, super chat.
Super chat. Coco, $8. Pontiff, check out a 3.6 6-cylinder Subaru Liberty. Perfect Pope mobile, all-wheel drive, Japanese engineering. Great to drive, no Euro running costs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nice car.
Coco, I don't even know. I've even seen that. Pontiff, check out a 3.6 perfect Pope mobile, all-wheel drive, Japanese. No, you know what? I'll tell you what my dream car is. Seriously, this is if I don't have unlimited money. 330i BMW.
It's a good size.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
I
good,
think it's
car.
called.
that's a good larger size, but it's not huge.
Four
Pull it
door,
up, Arch.
2-door.
Pull it up,
Two-door.
Arch. Arch, pull up Rihanna King Midas. Rihanna King Midas.
I had one as a rental once.
Yeah.
It was the first year they had the digital dash, the LCD dash.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was definitely cool.
What do you think?
Yes.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch. Let's get this watch on the screen. Let's get it up on the screen. Oh, look at that. What is that? Is that the... That's kind of... So this is vintage, isn't it? Far out.
Yeah, that's cool looking.
Yeah. Is that effect aftermarket or original?
Mm.
Custom Rolex.
It looks like
Midas.
an aftermarket bracelet. And I
No,
think
no,
she
no,
might
no.
have that tattoo.
It's
The,
customized.
shit.
I mean, the effect
Is it
that's
customized?
on it.
Customized.
Where does it
It's
say
like in
it's
the title.
customized?
Well, it says
Cus-
custom
steps out in
Rolex. So
custom
it's been
Rolex.
customized.
What does that mean?
Oh,
That means
wow.
butchered.
All that
I don't like
action.
customized.
Well, see all that action on the bracelet?
Yeah.
Engraving or effects, whatever they've done.
Don't like it. Do you like that?
I
can't
think she
really
has
tell.
that tattoo on her. Is maybe why they went with that.
Yeah, maybe so. I can't really make the effect
Who the hell is
out.
Rihanna? Can I ask you that? Who the hell is? What does she do? Why is
She's
she
a singer.
famous?
She's a singer.
Very popular
Okay.
singer.
Never heard of her, but okay, if you say so.
Her
Okay.
husband is also a singer and a watch collector.
I tell you what, you know what I'd like
Jay-Z.
to do is pull up
Jay-Z
the
is not her husband.
Subaru 3.6 Liberty.
That's the big the flat 6 engine. It's got those are good motors.
Oh, that's a bit chunky. Jeez, how much are these? These are
Archie, the BMW you want 2 doors or 4 doors?
4 doors.
Yeah, because you got kids and stuff, right?
Yeah, I want to put shit in, but you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
always
you want
handy.
a photo. You want a
You
photo.
got to
for it.
use it in the end.
Yeah.
The 2-door looks cool, but can you really live with it? You know what I mean? How the
Not
fuck am I going to
practical.
squeeze in the back?
My 335i squeezes anybody in the back just fine. It's got
No, but I mean, if you had a 2-door, if you had it like,
it's
if
a
you had a
2-door.
2-door, what?
Mine's a 2-door, and it'll fit
What?
anybody in
Your
the back.
330i's a 2-door? No, it can't be. It'll
My
be a
Yeah, then,
430.
yeah.
My
No, they
335.
What?
they
My
make
car.
it they make it two-door. They make a two-door.
Where?
In North America, there is a coupe. There's a 335 coupe. Most of them are
BMW
good.
335 coupe. Let me call. I never seen this
Yeah.
before. What the fuck is this?
Most of them were, or a lot of
This
them
is
were
an
convertibles.
E92. Oh, it's an E92.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's my
Because-
car right there.
Because
You know,
now
except
they
mine-
call it a 4 Series, don't they?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah. It's a little bit
exactly.
bigger. Yeah.
Yes.
Archie,
I just-
you have 241 people watching. Only 32 upvotes. Guys, upvote. Please,
Already
guys,
did it. Already
upvote.
did it.
100%.
Yeah, and another thing, Archie, I don't know where I thought actually it happened only with me in my channel, but it seems you're getting bombastic with a lot of very bad mails. That's why Fed White Big Ben blocking all that bad mail up and Freehander also.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. I got to tell you something. You know what, Snake?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of something called Car Bar?
Car bar.
Okay.
Mm,
That
I
what
can't
you
tell
can
you.
do is it's like a subscription, a car subscription service.
Oh.
Archie, look in your mails. Very ugly.
In the mails or what? Sorry, what do I look into?
In your chat, look in the chat. It's very
Uh,
ugly.
Yeah, but they're taking care of it, so what do I care?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Hey, listen, guys, I gotta run. It's dinner
Frozen,
time.
talk to me. What do you think, Frozen? What do you give me the
What do you got?
answer. What do I do then, okay?
Maybe you should get a Porsche Panamera. Is it the Panamera, the four-door?
Yeah.
The four-door car?
Yes.
Do you have any
yes.
idea how expensive that is? There's no way
Is
in
that
the
expensive
world.
in Oz? Yeah, the used ones are a little bit cheaper here in Canada. So, but
Man,
if it's
I
expensive
can't
there,
afford, man, I can't afford that. That's you know,
okay.
the first service would blow me out of the water, man. Come on. I'm looking at hey Rolex.
Hey.
I can't afford Porsche. Porsche is you know the problem with Porsche is
Oh my
you
God.
have to be a prick before you get
Is that why
one.
you invited me on here?
Rolex, please.
Is that why
Is
you
it
invited me on here, Arch?
Archie, you can
Rolex,
go into a
Rolex.
BMW.
Were you
Yeah.
a prick before you
on
got the Porsche
StreamYard.
or after you got the
I
Porsche?
The problem with
fucking-
the Porsche is how do I take the kids with me? Tell me
I
that. Or the
opened
Panamera.
up WhatsApp and I see
Panamera
Arch
is 4
send me a link
doors.
to Streamlink.
4 doors, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
4 doors.
Car.
Come in, check
4
in on
doors.
my
Big car.
Do you have any idea how dear that car is? They're
No.
serious drug dealer money.
Hey,
You're
can
talking
walk
to
into a
ArchieLuxury.
BMW
We're not talking to
dealership.
Celine Dion. Do you understand that?
Celine
Archie.
Well,
Dion.
they're a little bit
Hey.
they're a little bit less here, so that's if they may be more expensive in Oz. That's quite possible.
So wait, what cars are you looking at right now, Arch?
Go into a BMW ship and get a dealer, get a lease return.
Oh, you're looking at a lease? Why don't you just lease a car?
Because they limit the lease to like 20,000 miles,
Yeah.
and then they have to return
Yeah.
them. So you get a
Some
car
of
that's
what?
just broken in.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay the initial sales tax and licensing and all that, and you can even lease that from there. But lease returns are great buys at the BMW dealership.
Yeah,
That's
but
where I
Mike-
always buy.
Mark,
Some shit.
right? The used car market in Brisbane right now is insane. Those pre-owned cars are going almost as much as a new car. So
That's the same. That's the same here too.
4.99s fine, $2. Great review of cars and Chrono Shiders.
How come I can't sell my BMW then?
Right.
Maybe
Okay, guys,
maybe
I gotta run, but I will catch you guys
Frozen,
later.
I love you. Frozen, I love you. Please
Love you
come
guys all
again, would
too.
you?
Yes,
See you, Frozen.
definitely will.
Please.
Okay, see you guys.
I've been trying to sell my BMW for months. Fucking.
Why are you trying to sell it, man? I thought you loved
I
it.
love it. But
Why are you selling it?
now's the time.
I always keep it listed just in case somebody comes along and wants to pay my price.
How much is it?
I'm listing it for like usually between 14 and 16, which
It's
is
not expensive.
mid blue book
Some
for
shit.
it
It's not
right
expensive.
now. It's not, but everybody thinks it's a regular 335i, and then they lowball me, and they don't realize it's an IS, and I hold my ground on price, and then I tell them to fuck off, and
Panos Kalos, €10. Pugsley posted a vid a week ago about the new Rolex releases. News he broke. Hulk coming back. No more Jubilee Pepsi. What the fuck is he talking about? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. You know what?
Or the clicks.
None of this stuff is proven until Rolex releases it itself. So this is all bullshit. It's just all hype. And some of the Pateks were saying they're going to discontinue. They don't. That's not. It wasn't good sources. Let's just say that. Trading lost $5. Happy New Year of the Tiger, Arch. Can we get a Tiger roar from you and Mike? Jing Hao Fat Choi to the Chinese punters.
Arr!
Maldives, £9. Happy New Lunar Year. That's right. Chinese New Year, isn't it? Chinese New Year. Holy shite.
Hey, we're doing good on chats today.
Yeah. JD, $5. Arch, what's a good Louis Vuitton briefcase under $1,000? It's called a plastic bag. Okay,
Yeah.
you get them from most department stores.
I destroyed
Okay.
one in the garbage
Fuck
can.
me dead. Good briefcase. Man, do you understand? That's like saying, what's a good Bentley under $5,000? Man, do you know what? Man, what the fuck are you? Under $1,000? What? Man, seriously? There's no cool, cheap luxury goods. Try Craigslist. I just can't. I mean, seriously, what's under $1,000? Man, $1,000? I sold one. I sold a beautiful gold one to Weezard. Weezard got a bargain. That was $600. Uncle Junga, £4.50. What's harder on the Spider Monkey and an Anthony Farah coaching course, or the imitation weekend at Michael Jackson's, or the initial weekend at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch?
Initiation.
Isn't that near like the San Ynez Valley? You might know from Northern California.
San Ynez Valley.
You might know where Neverland Ranch is. It's around that area. Forget it.
Is it in Northern California? I thought it was in Southern California.
Neverland Ranch.
Netherlands. That's where Michael Jackson had that. That's his house. Remember?
I thought that was in Southern California.
Oh, I thought San Ynez was Northern California. Probably got it wrong.
No, I think it's Southern.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something, Rolex. Now that you're here,
maybe you're wrong.
Man, you know what? Big match, $2. Blueberry Mike, give us a happy hiss. There we go. Look at that, Blueberry Mike. Rolex, I wanted to ask you something, Rolex. You know what?
Yes.
Panos Kalos, €5. Car you should get is a Ferrari FF. They're a bargain right now at only 100,000. My God.
Nice.
Naturally aspirated V12 with all. Could you imagine filling that bastard up at the pump?
Oh,
my God.
Beautiful
Holy
car.
Shit. Oh,
beautiful car.
Man,
awesome
that is.
car.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere near that league. Can I ask you guys something seriously, Rolex?
Sure. What's up?
Do you think I'd be a wanker if I bought a third or fourth hand BMW?
Third or fourth hand BMW?
Would I be a poser?
What would you go to?
Not at all.
I don't know.
You would fall in with every other third car on the road.
What about 2? Would you ever do a 2 Series?
Yeah, I love the 2. The 2s are amazing.
Nice.
What's wrong with the 2?
That's what I'm asking you.
But the problem with the 2 is they don't have. See, my kids are 15 and they're really fucking tall. 15 and 16.
2 Series is only a 2-door, isn't it?
And some of them are 4s. They make 4 doors.
Are
as
they?
well.
Yeah, they do. They do some 4s. Yes, they do.
They make 4
The
doors.
problem is,
I wasn't aware of that.
Because the 2 was relatively new, you could get a secondhand 3 for less. Secondhand 3 is less.
I had a 135i that's now the 2
Oh, they're
series.
a fucking pocket rocket. They're a pocket rocket. You know that? How did you find the 135? They're fucking amazing.
I had was my first BMW. But I had an 08 first year of the 135. That was my first BMW.
Holy shit! They're pocket rockets. Those.
My car now has the same engine the 135 has in it. The N54 twin turbo.
Holy shit!
That's why my car is the IS and why it's so special.
Archie,
Oh,
go on, Mike. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Just why I fucking love it so much. It's a fucking rocket. Plus, I've modified it so it's got 500 horsepower, and it's not much on the street that'll mess with it. Although in America, there's quite a bit that'll mess with it.
Archie, do you guys have the CLA in
Yes,
Brisbane?
we do. I like the ad. You remember the ad for the CLA with the devil? Remember that?
No, I don't. Was that in
Oh,
Australia?
no, man, it's the best fucking ad you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
Okay, there's the devil. He's in this restaurant, right?
There.
And he says, if you sign your soul away, you can have the Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
And you never seen the fucking CLA ad? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a car person.
I've never seen it. I mean, maybe it's an Australian thing. They don't bring that here in the States. But what I'm
CLA
saying
is an amazing car.
I know it's an amazing car. Maybe would you think
Is it
about
a
one of those?
Mercedes?
I fucking love them. You know that?
Okay, I'm here.
Is that a
Listen.
Mercedes?
Yeah, it's a Mercedes. They have the new A-Class now in the United
This
States.
was
I don't
in
know
the
if you guys
Super
have it.
Bowl. This ad was in the fuck. Let me bring it up for you. I can't stop this anymore. I can't stop this. I cannot handle this
Super
any
chat.
fucking more. You're supposed to be a car man. I'm gonna disown you if you.
You haven't seen an ad for a CLA? All right, let's see.
Man, this is not just an ad. This is the best
This is from
ad you've
2013,
ever.
Arch.
Sorry.
It's from 2013. Of course, I didn't see it, but play it.
2013.
Okay, hang on 1 minute. I got some super chats, man. Super chat. Trading loss $5. AC3. Pull up the Balak MR1. Would you wear this if you had a Patek Philippe on the dial? And on another note, may everyone have health, wealth, and Rolex. Okay, and next we'll come back to that. Ernie, $2.80. Archie, drop the link for cars. Yes, we can. We can do that. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. Let's see it. Are you getting copyrighted for this, though?
Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Does it really matter? Who cares anymore?
Remove the chat so we can see the full thing.
Nice car. Sure is.
You know what, Archie? I think I've seen this.
Archie, you know what's an awesome car is the Hyundai Sonata.
I want to hear.
Believe it or not,
It's quiet.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man with a taste. I've been around for a
I've seen
long
this.
years. Stole many a man's soul and faith. Nice to meet you. You get mine.
Imagine Archie in his commercial dancing with Usher.
But what's puzzling you is the nature of
Look at that car.
Ah, yeah. Get down in it.
So what do you say? Thanks. But I think I got this.
This September, set your soul free. A
John
seductive
Hamm, by the
CLA,
way.
starting under $30,000 from Mercedes-Benz.
Did you guys know that John Hamm is the voice of Mercedes-Benz?
What did you think of that, man? Seriously, what do you
Dude.
think? That was fucking amazing, man. I want to buy one.
I gotta tell you, I like CLAs better than a 3 Series.
Now, I've dropped the link for Chrono. Is he coming on? Come on, Chrono. We love you, man. We love you.
Yeah, he might have some good input on what would be
Please, we
a
have-
good car for you.
We have 61 upvotes. Please, a little bit more to 100.
Panos
have
Kalos,
280.
€5. You can get a first gen Cayman for peanuts right now. They are built amazingly well and last forever. Will easily last to 300,000 miles and fit your tall kids.
Yeah,
Yep.
screw that though. Get a CLA. You can get like a 14 or 15 for nothing.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
How did you ask? I'm going to ask my dad something personal soon, okay?
Well, okay. Depends what you were gonna ask him.
How do you think the best way I can ask him is? Can I practice on you as for fun?
Sure. Let's see it.
Dad, could I get you to co-sign on the car for me?
Give me one of your watches for collateral.
What do you think?
I think that's probably what he'd say.
I'll offer up a watch for collateral.
He might just say screw it, you know? He might say screw it.
Listen,
Can you ask him to like deduct it out of your inheritance or
Should I
anything?
film it for the channel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Archie,
100%.
What do
Archie,
you reckon?
bring the kids.
That's
with
the
you.
beginning.
Call him now.
Sorry, Ronnie.
Bring
You know
the
what would be
kids
the
with
best
them.
move, Arch?
I got to psych myself up. No.
Archie, you know what would be the best move? You take him out to dinner, you get a few drinks in him, and then you bring it up.
Archie, tell him you're starting you're pivoting elite luxury, and you want him to start your journey to a second or third hand BMW.
I just cannot practice on you,
For sure.
Dad.
Yes,
Mike.
son?
I normally call him by his first name, Mike. Michael.
Yes, son?
Dad. Michael. Can I ask you a small favor?
Of course, son. You can ask me anything.
Of course.
How would you feel about? I'm getting nervous here. Do I say how would you feel about? Could you please? Would you? Can I ask a small favor?
Can I ask you a huge favor? No,
Can
I
I
mean
ask
really.
you a huge favor?
Can I ask you to do me a big favor? I need some help in my life right now.
What's wrong, son? Tell me. I'm your father.
I'd like to get a nice car.
Well, who would fault you for that?
I was wondering if you could help me co-sign.
Why don't I buy a new one and give you mine?
Hey, I like
He
that.
doesn't say that. He's going to
Oh,
say to me,
shit. Fuck.
No, what I tell you what he's going to fucking say to me. I can tell you exactly. He's going to say, son, I fucking gave you $9,000 to pay out the Honda Accord you had, and you went and fucking refinanced it to get a watch.
Does he
Tell
know
him how
that?
much that watch is worth now, you know?
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what he's going to say.
Yeah, no,
He's gonna
we need to hash it all out. So,
Do you want me to
that's
practice
why I'm
screaming at you,
spitballing.
Arch? See how you'll feel? Would that make you feel better?
Here we go.
All right.
Panos, no, hang on. Panos Kalos, €5. You can get a first-gen Cayenne for peanuts right now. They are built amazingly well and last forever. Will easily last to 300,000 miles and fit your tall. I don't want an SUV. The tires are expensive.
Yeah.
Hey, Arch,
And-
we need to write down that super chat from before that you were going to go back to.
Yes.
I
Good
just
point.
didn't want you to leave
JD,
it in line there.
$10. Louis Vuitton hard case under 2. I tell you what. You know what? Let's go and have a look. Holy shit, we got super chats coming in. We'll do it.
Nice.
Let's go for the super chat. We'll go look at the briefcase in a minute. Fat Windbag Ben, £5. Upvote Fikes. Support the Pontiff. Loose Soul, $5.
All
Guys,
right.
you're forgetting Archie is over 6 foot and 130 kilos. Needs a bigger car. In these small coupes, he will look like Professor Clump in the Dodge Viper.
At least you fit the
Before or
Viper.
after the medicine?
They're a big
Now-
old car.
Let's actually have a look at this, okay? Go to eBay. What you search is
I'll tell
Bhutan
you,
president. Okay, this is what you search. Look at this,
Oh.
guys. Okay, I don't like that one. Those were a very 80s one. They're not very good. Let's have a look, guys. I'm having a look here. This is what I'm looking at. eBay. Look, this one here. This is one. Actually, Japan is the best place to get it. This is $1,500. Let me have a look at this. Is in green. Look at this.
Archie, I love you, but please don't do it. Please don't do
Yeah,
it.
Archie.
That's
This is
I've-
like
I've-
a down
I-
payment for a car.
He's looking for somebody else at the moment.
Yeah, no, this is for the super chat. No, but this is $1,400. Now the only problem is the interior gets sticky because I've had the see. You can see it's already gone sticky. Okay, you know what? LV will replace the interior. Nothing wrong with it. They just need to replace the inside bit. It's about $300. So that is an absolute bargain. Okay, there you go. I've just found it. That's tiger green. That is absolutely fucking. That retails for about 10,000 US. Okay.
That'd be cool too because it's kind of different to what you always
Oh shit!
see.
You can't even see it. I was talking about this. You can't even see the Viking thing. Let's get this up again. guys.
It was, would you wear
Here it
a
is.
certain watch?
Here it
if
is. Look at
had a
this here. This
Patek?
is it here. Look at this. And I can see
Oh.
it's actually gone a bit funny. Okay, the reason I can tell, I'll show you. Look at this. Because you look at now that brass, that's all brass. That'll beautifully polish up with a bit of brasso. See, I can tell the interior's gone funny. That's actually a bargain. Okay, I can tell you now. That is absolute bargain. That's a bargain. Actually,
That's
I
the
might buy that.
definition of luxury, right? You can rebuild it.
Actually, I might buy that myself. What do you reckon? If you don't like green,
Rolodex.
Archie,
okay.
I honestly don't even think you need a cosigner to go into a BMW dealership and get a car. They are so desperate to sell cars, they'll give you a loan. They will find
Why
you a
aren't you
loan.
leasing, Arch? Why are you looking at loans
Sorry.
cars? Why don't you lease a
But
car?
I think Australia might be in a very different scenario than we are, Mike. I mean, I would gather by what he said.
I mean,
Okay, so
I went in with like I just said I make this much. They didn't do any checks of any kind. They found me a loan, low 4% interest. I was out the door. I put quite a bit down, which they
how much do you
liked.
put down?
I like 9.
Ooh, fuck me, dead.
Was that for a buy or a lease, Mike?
Snake.
Mike,
that
a buy or a lease?
That was
How
for
much
my
was your
first
car?
car. That was for my 135i, and that was it was 25,000 when I bought it. My 335 IS I bought for 18. I think I put 6 down.
Bondage and discipline, $10. Arch, I own an
but-
AP 15500 grey dial, and prices have been going up like a distressed company stock being targeted by Reddit users on Robinhood. When does a guy just say "fuck it" and dump it? It's man, you know what? I got to tell you, man. I reckon.
It's hard.
I have no fucking idea, man. I've got it wrong so many fucking times. It's not funny, okay? I've fucked it up, okay? Believe you me.
I know you'd love a BMW. Any even a 10-year-old BMW. You'd love it.
Which would you prefer, Arch, a BMW or Mercedes?
You know what? I think the Mercedes are a bit douchey.
Okay.
They're more douchey. My dad's got the Mercedes. I think it's got a lot of plastic in it.
I think BMWs have way more plastic than Mercedes.
My BMW had wood, burl wood, all around the dash, all around the center console. It was as deluxe and sexy as it gets, man.
Far out.
Real
man.
wood, solid wood, not like some veneer. It was done up wood. Very nice.
And what happened? Did you buy it or what?
That was my 135. My 335 is a performance
How
car.
much you pay for your 135, man?
25 back then.
And what did you sell it for? Why did you sell it? I don't understand.
I paid the loan off and I bought a brand new Subaru BRZ.
Oh, you had a BRZ? Fuck me, Dad. Why did you get rid of that?
Well, I took that car and I turned it into a race car. I put a turbocharger on it and made it into a race car. And I tracked it. And then I got into it with my tuner, and he locked the tune. And so then I wasn't able to tune it without spending a bunch of extra money on it. And I had enough of everything. And so I sold the car to some guy in another state. So I didn't have to change everything back, which was a bitch because, I'd completely altered the car. And to get it smogged, or sold, you have to get it smogged. And I would have had to do thousands of dollars worth of change back. So selling it out of state was the easiest thing to do. Some guy from Illinois or Indiana bought it, flew.
Why didn't you just
down
keep it as a car? Why the fuck did you fuck around with it, man?
Archie, super
I
chat.
can't leave anything alone, Archie.
Fuck me, Dad. Here we go. Ryan Vlogs Live, $2. Arch, I own a Mercedes GLC and a BMW X3. Love both.
Yeah.
Can I
both are
ask
good
you
cars.
something? Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something seriously? Should I keep the Civic or get rid of it?
I would keep it, give it to one of your kids when they're old enough to drive.
But dude,
Blue Soul,
you could actually get money in
$2.
it right now.
Convert briefcase to watch case. I've seen it being done. I've seen it done in Singapore. I've seen it. They get it done in some of the cheaper countries. You got to do it properly. You don't want to do it a fucking stodgy. Mike, I want to talk to you about something.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could help me do something.
Well, anything I can do to help you, Archie.
Okay. What I want to do is I want to get a Patek box. You know those big wooden boxes Patek has?
Okay.
I want to rip the interior out. I want to turn it into a humidor. All you got to do is put some glue some cedar.
Oh, nice. Humidor for cigars, right?
Yeah, for cigar.
Yeah,
Can you help
yeah.
me do that?
Yeah, I figure I could. That's something I could probably swing.
Because I've got a spare Patek box. I want to convert into a cigar humidor, Patek humidor. How does that sound?
Now, what kind of humidors basically maintain a
humidity.
certain humidity level that's
Yeah.
perfect for cigars, so they last a long time,
Yeah,
right?
that's correct. 70% they want.
Would this box need some sort of like machinery to like?
No. We put
refrigeration
in
system?
a water. We put a thing of water in it.
Oh, okay. Because
All we got to do is put the cedar wood, and you know what? I can buy a humidor, a cheap
yes.
cedar wood humidor. We can get the wood from it for about $50. I can send you the shit. I just need you to cut it and put it in there.
Mike can go out in the woods and get cedar.
Archie,
No problem.
Archie, what is the quality of the wood? What is the type of wood that Patek use in the boxes?
Yeah, it's a new type of wood, okay?
Super chat.
A really cool wood. It's called something called MDF. You heard of MDF? Yeah, MDF.
It's supposed to be very water.
It's the same sort of.
water,
It comes from the
MDF,
same place.
super
It's
high
the same
quality
place that
shit.
Mercedes get Artico from for their interiors. Artificial cow. It's a plant in China that makes this shit.
Archie, you're a funny guy.
I'm telling you the truth. This is not a joke, man.
It's true. They don't care about the boxes. They care about the watches. I mean, the boxes, they make whatever they want to know.
Now, Green Room, what did I promise to check up for this guy? What did I promise, Green Room?
Huh?
It was a super chat for a watch. Would you wear it if it had a Patek face? But I don't know what model it was.
Holy shit, Yankee Doodle. Arch, BMW 5 Series or Mercedes E-Class. You know what? I can't afford those. They're fucking dear. They're fucking dear. Too big, and it's too dear.
I drove
Too
a
big.
5 Series and it was a boat.
I just want to practice. Hey, Dad, I really love you. Is there any chance? Is there any chance you could co-sign on a car for me?
What did you just say?
Could you co-sign on a car for me?
I'm sorry. It sounded like you asked me to co-sign on a car for you. Is that
That's
right?
what I asked you to do. Yes.
I can't believe you would ask me that. Are you fucking kidding? No, I'm sorry. I can't.
No, my dad would say. My dad would say.
I'm really jailed.
You know what they call a co-signer?
What?
What's that, Dad? A fool with a pen. That's what he says to me. A fool with a pen.
Yep.
Say, I can't believe you don't trust me enough. You know I'm good for it. I paid all my debts when my computer
Dad,
business
could I get
went
you to
under.
co-sign on a car for me?
Absolutely.
What would you say if your son asked you, or what would you, Ronnie Paul? What do you think, Ronnie Paul?
I had a friend ask me to co-sign on a car for him last year, and I said absolutely not, and he got mad at me. Can you believe that?
Shit. Better have him mad at you than losing a friend completely,
What
man.
sort of car are we talking
Fastest
about?
way to lose friends
I don't
and
remember. He
family is
just
to
wanted
loan them money.
He just wanted a car, and this was around this time I was telling him I was trying to buy this condo, and he was like, "Well, I was thinking you could help me co-sign on a car." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding?" Sorry, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Are you
throwing
kidding
money
me?"
around?
I'm not going to destroy my life just because you want to buy a car. Fuck.
Yeah,
What sort of car
100%.
was he looking at?
Oh, he didn't even tell me the car.
How good a friend was he?
I've known him my whole life.
I know people that have multiple repossessions on their record, and they get They get used car. I mean, they're not new. Actually, they do get new shit too. I do not know how, but they
I'm
do.
telling you, Arch, you just walk into a dealership. They will fucking make it that you walk out with a car.
Wait,
I
why couldn't
guarantee
your
you.
wife co-sign, Arch? What's wrong with that? Would your wife not co-sign? Sorry, I got notifications going on.
Archie, why don't you just go into a dealership and ask them to give you a quote?
Yeah, that's the real answer.
They will figure out a way to get you a car. They will find somebody that
Maybe
will
I
give you a
already
loan.
been knocked back, you stupid fucks.
Have you already tried?
Maybe I already been knocked back, and I'm trying to
Okay.
save the deal. What, have you thought about that?
No way. Did you? All right.
Have your wife sign a blank piece of paper and then print.
That's with both of us. That's with fucking both of us.
Oh,
Really? What did they didn't
Look,
knock
guys.
you out. They gave you a payment. What was the payment like?
Archie have a problem to get the Rolex catalog. You want them to get the catalog back.
Archie, what did they quote you at? Money
Here we go.
wise?
JD, $10. Will LV fix the outside corners? They weren't too. Look, JD, have a look around. There's a few other ones there. You could normally polish it up with a bit of green shoe polish. Maybe have a look around. I'm just trying to give you a few pointers, JD. There's some nicer ones for a little bit more money. If you're worried about the corners, there's a few nicer ones on, and I would get it. They've all got the interiors been fucked. All the interiors are fucked, but the corners, it's a bit harder. No, they don't really do it. Here we go.
remember when
I
Tim
love
was showing those
trading
Stilson
loss.
bags and they were
Trading loss. I love cars, but back to watches real quick. AC3, pull up the Balletic MR1. Would you? This is the one we're talking about, okay?
Yes.
Baltic.
Baltic. They actually Baltic. They look very good. But
you've only ever
It's like
bought
a 500.
Rolex. You've only ever bought
Yeah.
Rolex.
They're
Why,
like
why is
500.
that, Tim? How can you be an expert on watches if you've never fucking owned
No,
anything?
I've seen one. I was at the IWC event, and that guy. What's
You've
that guy?
seen one, but
Revolution.
Have you bought one? Have you
No.
ever bought one? Tell
No.
me that.
I don't
why
have
is
the
that?
money.
What? No,
Because they
but you've
sink-
always,
they
yeah,
tank
but
like
you've
a
always
s-
got an excuse. You've always got
They're
an excuse.
shitters,
Doesn't have the
Arch.
money.
They're shitters, Arch. I don't have the money. I'm poor. I don't have the money to spend
I
on
have
these
to say,
frivolous,
Arch,
You had
Tim
me.
schooled
frivolous
me.
toys.
Tim,
Tim's
when
a
I
poor
had a
boy from
question
a poor
about
family.
the Hoyer Monaco, Tim fucking schooled me.
Boom.
He fucking told me everything I needed to know about the Hoyer Monaco, what movement to get, what model to get. He knew his shit as far as the Monaco goes.
Here, Arch.
So
I have it.
I'll give him that.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up. I have it. I have it on the screen.
Pull it up, Arch.
Pull it up, Arch.
What is
Yeah,
this
that's it.
fucking garbage?
No, that's the one
Oh.
right there with the salmon dial. It looks like 5196p,
Fucking looks gorgeous.
right?
But it's garbage.
It's
trivial
$600.
garbage. You know that?
Look at the movement. Look at the
Can
movement.
I tell you
It's
something?
a total
if you don't get
shitter.
angry with me? Can I tell you something?
Please do.
Rolex,
Yeah. What's up?
I got to make a confession to you.
Please.
Make a confession to Rolex.
I'd like to get car finance, but I just sent an offer on that briefcase we pulled up.
No, you didn't. Did you really?
Yeah, I had another window. That's why I was a bit lost
Archie,
there.
Archie,
I have to connect you with this is counselor, his psychiatrist.
I don't know what's wrong.
You know
with
what you really
me.
could do, Arch? You know what would make the most sense?
What's
You
that?
could legitimately
Increase the
trade
offer.
one of your Pateks, the Calatrava, for a new car. You could do that.
I could sell it, or what do I
sell
do?
it. Sell one of your Pateks and use that to get a new car.
You know what happened? I sold the 6006. They're now worth 50,000 in Australia. I fucked it up.
The dealerships like it when you walk in with a high down payment.
Yeah, you go in there with.
Take all your purses into the dealership and say, "Listen, you fuck."
You put 20 or 30 grand down, you can have any car in the whole dealership.
Oh yeah.
They love it when you put big downs down. They love it.
What's 10 like?
10 what?
10%. 10%
Of
the
anything?
cost of the car.
10%. They probably
on a $60,000 car. That'd be $6,000. That
No,
they,
but what's it like? Is that good or bad? Is 10% considered good or shit?
Yeah.
Too low.
no, that'd be decent.
What?
That would
What,
raise their
Ronnie
eyebrow.
Paul? What?
It's too low.
Why?
Yeah.
He's talking about a buy right now. If you're
Should be
doing a
putting-
buy.
Arch, what do you
Because
think
you wanna
about this
re-
Baltic?
You want to reduce your monthly payments, right?
You know,
No, I just want to get the fucking loan approved. Fuck
Archie,
me dead. Jesus Christ, Ronnie Paul. All I want is the fucking keys. Give me the keys.
Archie, were you
Super
going
chat.
for a lease or a
Fuck
buy?
me. I don't care. Whatever gets me out of there as soon as possible.
Where did you go? BMW?
Okay, let's have a look at this watch. You know what I think of this watch? It's just a rip-off.
what is the movement? You were saying the movement is
It's
shit.
an
or what-
absolute rip-off. Here we go,
Super
Tim.
chat,
What do
super
you-
chat.
It just looks like
Yeah.
a rip-off of a
I don't
Patek.
know.
I mean,
It
the
doesn't
problem
do-
is they stole it from Patek. I don't think the proportions are quite perfect on it.
Yeah. It's not my style of watch anyway, so.
Ronnie Paul, £1. Ronnie Paul, thank you so much.
That looks a little nicer.
I got to be honest with you. I think Mercedes is a bit more douchey than Beamer. What do you think?
I think Mercedes looks
Ooh.
nicer.
Sorry?
I don't know. I really like the way that CLA looks.
Bondage and Discipline, $5.
Mercedes
I
are a
have
little
two
nicer than BMW.
Fury German freaks in my house, no pants. Do I strap on a Lange 1815 chrono or a Nomos? Forget. I have two Fury
Whatever's
German
the most
freaks.
waterproof.
Or is that
No.
furry?
Furry.
I would
furry.
say 1815 chrono. Forget the Nomos is garbage. Come on, Nomos
the
is
hell?
garbage. Pine,
rid of
Humble
Nomos.
Pine, $10. I am watching too many AC3 vids. My YouTube feed today suggested I watch 7-year-old video. Luxury begins with chocolate. On the
man.
bright side, I did learn more on that video than this stream.
Ouch.
Humble Pine.
Tim, what's wrong with this movement? What's wrong with this movement that you're talking about on the
Give us
Baltic?
the movement again. Where's the movement? Where the fuck is the
It's
movement?
got a
coming up.
micro rotor.
It's
It's got a
coming
micro
up.
rotor.
It's micro rooter.
JD, $5. What the fuck, Arch?
There you go. See the micro rotor.
Micro rotor.
The rooted rotor. They took it straight from the world time. Look at the rooter, Arch.
So what? How much is
So
this
what
watch?
though? That doesn't look
It's a
that bad
$500.
$500?
for the whole watch.
Joking.
Yes.
Fuck me dead. It's not that bad for five. What size is it?
I think it's 38.
It's actually quite. It looks quite nice.
It kind of
$500
ridiculous,
bucks,
right?
That looks like
It was limited edition though.
It's
it's out.
garbage, but isn't it? It's garbage.
It's
isn't it?
garbage. It's garbage.
It's garbage.
It's not
See,
bad.
545.
it's garbage.
It looks like it. What it looks like is a Patek 570. That's the. it used to be
500
called-
pounds, isn't it?
Look at it.
At that price range, in my opinion,
Steel. It's not terrible. It has to be
varies.
steel.
Oh, it's altered.
I kind of.
It's it's these
I like
micro.
the
right
glass.
now it's
Micro.
the hype.
I l-
Everyone is trying to buy this and then resell them to the next
Idiot.
biker.
I
Yeah,
see.
nobody wants to hold the hot potato. Everyone wants to get rid of this thing.
Yeah, it's like the black.
The
Knight
only
58.
reason they're buying that watch is because they want to sell it to the next guy because they think, oh, it's limited. It's 500 pieces, so it's gonna resell for $1,000. I'm gonna make 500.
Okay, I went in there.
Ooh.
I went in there, right?
Yeah.
They start fighting with me, okay?
What
I
did they
said
tell
I'd
you?
like to put 10 down. That's what I said, like a baller, okay? Okay. Okay, Rolex. I went in
Rolex,
there
yeah.
like a baller. I'd like to put 10 down.
Sure.
Mhm.
How would you like to cover that, sir? So it would be my
Because
name,
it's 3
my
cards.
wife is a guarantor, spousal guarantor, it's called, right?
They're allowed
And
to
they
do that?
said, sir, that's fine. You can put 10 down as long as it's not on a credit card.
Mm.
Right.
That's what they
Yeah.
said to
Well,
me.
Yeah.
that's because you can fudge up the credit card and then they're on the hook for it.
Yeah,
You
people
fucking think
have
I
been-
gotta get
Tried to put 10,000
Where the
on a
fuck
credit
do you
card.
think I was getting the 10 from, you fuckers? You
Tried
stupid
to put a
fucks.
down
Where
payment
the fuck? Where
for a
the
car
fuck? Where
on
the
a
fuck
credit
do you
card.
think I was getting the 10 from, you stupid fucks?
Take
I
it
thought you
as
were
a
wa-
cash advance.
Get a cash advance from the credit card.
Yeah,
Jesus
and pay
Christ.
30%.
When they check the credit,
Dude,
they
the
can-
cash
Is that how
cash
much it
when they
advance.
check the
No,
credit, it
yeah.
tells them what's owing. They
I
said
didn't
that's
realize
okay
that.
as long as it's
Holy shit.
Archie,
Sorry?
Jesus Christ.
what.
You can't.
Do
You
it. You
can't.
said you needed to get the car and get it fast. Cash out. Take the advance.
No,
How can
because
you
it
not
shows
borrow
up when they
against a
when they
birthday?
check the credit. It
Yeah.
shows the balances.
How
Yeah,
much
but
could you
that's
do
before
cash
you give
down
them the
right
money.
now? Arch?
Sorry,
How much cash could you put down right now towards a vehicle?
1,500.
Super chat.
What?
Um,
What the fuck
but-
is wrong with you?
Go
Fuck
to the
you!
Toyota-
Fuck
go to
you
the
all!
Toyota dealership.
JD, $5.
God
How
damn,
can you
dude.
help me find a briefcase and try to buy it from under me? Laugh out loud. That one had the. I'm sorry. I got mental problem. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. What's wrong with me?
Oh my god.
Please.
Look, Archie.
Self-control. You lack self-control. I think
I don't
you're
know what's
starting to
wrong.
realize.
Archie, when you go to ask your dad about if he can
Yeah.
give you the loan,
No.
Bring
I want him to go
bring-
guarantor.
yeah,
He's not
bring-
giving
yeah,
me the.
oh, yeah, right. Bring
Guarantor.
your younger sons along with you, and tell your father that the kids are making fun of the other kids at school are making fun of them because you're bringing them to school in that old Civic.
Hmm.
It's not,
Would you like-
He'd
that
say,
Civic.
Archie,
he'd
switch
say, "Are
sides.
you sure it's
Yeah,
not
no way.
because you're
Pity
wearing
card.
a purse?"
What's
Pity
wrong with the
card.
Civic? I'm proud of the Civic. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, you said you wanted the loan. You got to play some
Ronnie
angles.
Paul's
There's
telling you
nothing
how
wrong
to
with the
work it,
Civic.
man.
There's
No, I
nothing
know
wrong with
there's
the
nothing
Civic.
wrong.
No,
You
nothing
gotta
wrong
The
with
use
it.
your-
BMW is older than the Civic. Do you understand that?
You're trying to buy a BMW that's older than your Civic?
I don't understand that angle.
He said he'd look for something that's between 10 and 12 years old.
What? Why
As
don't you
long
go
as
lease
it's
a car? What are
luxury.
you doing? Go
As long
lease
as
a
it's
car.
luxury, he doesn't care.
I can't
Archie, you gotta
afford.
go
How
lease
much,
it.
what do you think I can afford here?
You can afford a 2 Series, Arch. Go lease a 2 Series. How much do those go for in Australia? A 2 Series?
A 2 Series?
Let me tell you. Let me look what they cost here in America, real quick.
Well, I know what they cost in America. They're like 27, 28.
Okay. Well, then that's very affordable. That's Toyota range.
Isn't that what a 2 Series costs? I could be wrong.
Yeah. Let me
In which
check.
country?
Okay. Let me
Which
let me
country?
Can
look.
somebody check?
In my country, it's 53,000 drive away.
All right, in America, it's 35.7.
Yeah, but our currency is
Okay.
different.
You
Yeah, we
check
got to
for
understand.
me.
If you
All right.
convert the currency, the Aussie dollar's a peso. Do you understand the peso?
Hence why he's looking for a 12-year-old car.
Well, my car's 11 years old. Just turned over 100,000 miles. and
100,000 miles is barely worn in. Okay.
Mike,
Pretty
can you
much.
put it in a container and ship it to him?
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking
Trading
about
lost
that.
$5.
If he
AC3.
doesn't
Pull up
mind
the new
left-hand
Grand
drive.
Seiko SLGH009. Thoughts? Money in this at 550 global units. Now you know Seiko and Infinite limited editions.
I think it's only about $1,000 to send a
Pull it up,
car
Tim. Pull
to
it
the
up, Tim, so I
UK.
can
Pull it up,
display
Arch.
I've been looking for a 1987 Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I've been looking for a
Grand
94 Toyota
Seiko.
Supra Mark IV.
A what?
Yeah, but I want to put the super engine in the Tacoma. How's that?
Yeah,
Mike?
there you go. 2JZ with the turbo. Yeah, buddy.
So this
I've
is
seen it
Hey.
done.
Oh,
I've seen it done.
Oh,
you know what?
that's a
I
pretty
fucking
watch.
like it, man. That looks fucking. How much is it?
I think it's 6,000. Oh,
Holy fuck! You were shit me not. Fuck. I mean, I was at 4,000. I like it, right? At 10, fuck me, dead. 10,500.
Man.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch, but
Doesn't even have a
10,000.
tapered
Super chat.
bracelet. Straight
It's
bracelet.
probably sold out.
Archie, this
no,
what
it's
happened
automatic.
when the Grand Seiko want to be Rolex.
Wait,
They
Arch,
say
you
that.
Big Papa Tony, $5. Arch just spent his last 1,500 on that Japanese briefcase.
did you buy briefcase while I was away?
You
did it
just
just
bought one
now.
5 minutes ago.
What the fuck?
No,
I go
made an
away for
offer.
5 minutes.
I made an offer. You don't believe me,
Brace
do
the
you?
offer.
What was the
Sorry?
offer?
You don't believe me, do you? You guys don't believe me, do
What was
you?
the
Tell
I
me.
believe
You're
you.
not.
I
I
believe you.
do believe you.
You don't believe me. Okay,
I
do
do.
you?
You bought that Kelly bag. I'll believe
Pull it
you.
up. Pull it up.
Oh, Arch.
Pull it
Arch.
up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch.
It's got ever brilliant steel, the most corrosion resistant steel in the world, known as ever brilliant. Did you hear about this?
What the fuck is that?
This is
Thanks
from
to its
Van
brilliant
Seco.
white hue, this steel is more corrosion resistant
I'll
than
just
which
show you
used
guys.
even the
You can
most
see it there. What
prestigious
does that
watches.
say there?
Well, next time I go diving in acid,
What does that
you know,
say
I'll
there?
be sure to
Your
wear that
offer
watch.
has been sent.
Yeah, we see
Good
it.
luck.
1150.
Fuck me dead.
I think you bought a bag, Arch. I think you're gonna
What
get
the
it.
hell? What the?
I just Lose sold
Arch.
$2. Keep world time, JLC, sub Explorer, sell rest, and buy car.
Agreed.
Yeah, man.
2,
Yeah, I want to
3,
see. You
4.
know what I want to see, Arch? I want to see you downsize a little. Bring it down
Sell
to
your
the
Pateks
essential.
and just go in there like a baller and buy a fucking brand new Mercedes or a brand new BMW and just fucking walk out of there and
I
own
tried
it.
to pay cash $40,000 for a pickup. Talked to the owner of the, or actually, I was going to finance half of it. Talked to the owner and said, if you'll knock off 2,000, I'll pay you the whole 40 right now. He looked at me, laughed, and said, "Why would I want your money when I'm making so much money off the bank's money?" And so
Yeah.
those banks kick those dealers money to use their financing.
They much
And
prefer financing.
I got fucking pissed.
They also like big down payments because they get their.
Well, I
They
said that.
pull
I said I
their-
could put 10 in. I said I could put 10
their-
in. They didn't like it.
probably
Well, scrimp and save up the 10.
Told you.
Archie, how much could you sell one of your Calatravas for?
I
20?
don't know.
20? 20 Aussie?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
25.
So you could sell your two Calatravas and you can get a brand new BMW, is what you're saying.
Do you reckon I should do it?
Straight off the floor, a brand new BMW? Why wouldn't you? You can get any color you want, any type of interior.
I'd get a lease return. Then you don't have to spend the extra $6,000 on delivery and
I was
factory.
thinking of trying to get a full circle lease. Full circle. You got a what sort of balloon would you recommend? 40% after a. I'm trying to get. I wanted to get a 7-year with a 40% residual.
They limit how many miles you can drive them.
You can get
Yeah,
go
that's-
buy a car.
I can wind the fucker back, Mike.
Okay.
Man, imagine going in and paying for a car.
There's an app
outright.
for that.
All
Okay.
Ferris Bueller.
There's an
Dropping
app for that?
50 grand. Wow. Be amazing.
Trading
what would you rather
watches
get,
for
Arch? A
cars is
2 Series
shitty.
or an A class? What would you rather get?
No, I'd rather get the 3 Series. Fuck the A class. They're garbage.
So I said a 2 Series or an A class.
Oh,
But you go
I
with
love
it.
the 2. I love the 2.
Yeah, the 2 is nice. It's a nice little sporty car.
The only problem with the 2 Series is the kids in the back. I like to
Yeah.
get a four door
The
so I
seats
can
go
take the
all
kids.
the way back to the back seat. There is no leg room. The back seats are a joke. It's same as like a 911. The seats go all the way back to the. If you want decent leg room, the seats go all the way back
Dad,
to the back
could you
seats.
go guarantor on the car on a new car for me? I'd really appreciate it. Where do I sign, son?
Of course, son. I love you. Where do I sign? What if
Would
he
you
says
ever
yes?
go
You never know.
guarantor for a family member?
Hey, man, you
My
know.
my dad would be like, "Fuck, son, I just fucking crashed my airplane. What do you think? You think I fucking made of money? I got another airplane to buy."
What would you say, Ronnie Paul?
I would say if I was him and he knows that you got those watches, he's gonna probably tell you that he's gonna ask you to sell some of them.
Ronnie dumped his girlfriend because she wasn't saving 10%.
That's right, man. She wasn't budgeting.
What do you think he's gonna say?
Do you think someone else said to me it'll damage my YouTube show if I get a car like that?
How?
Oh, that's bullshit. Because
How? Where would we see it? Why would we know? How?
you got $100,000 worth of Birkins on the shelf, it hasn't damaged it.
Because people
It
they get
improved your
very.
channel.
I got to tell you this, right? If I got a third-hand car, what sort of Ks do you reckon is the maximum, Rolex?
What do you mean?
30?
On a used car, what's the maximum Ks?
Ooh, 130?
No. Like, I don't know, man. It's a hard one. I think after 50,000, you're going to start hitting some sort of issues.
Nah.
Trade it. What about 30,000? 31.
That's not bad.
That's not even 20. That's 20,000 miles.
I even
That's
said
why
to
I
them,
like
I would go
Japanese.
with
That's
I would
not
go
even
with the
starting
most
to
horrible
scratch it.
color to get the finance approved.
BMW, you got to start wearing after 70,000 miles.
Have you heard of a color called sunburnt orange? Sunset orange?
You're going
It
to
must
get an
look like
orange
a pylon.
Jesus.
Sorry?
Said it must look like a pylon.
Okay,
Yeah,
trading
Archie
loss
likes
$5.
orange, though.
AC3, wait 1 year, sell 4 watches, and get the 2023 M2 competition. Your channel will explode. Rolex and
There you go.
M2 is ratings go.
And you wanted to start your talking about cars, man. Get that car. M2 competition.
Plus, you can
that'll put you on the map. Cars, you want to
offset.
gain some respect from Cars and Chrono.
No, this is
Grab that.
nothing for Cars and Chrono. What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
but it's a step. It's a step.
This is a
closer.
shitter. This is what's called
E39 BMW M5 is your car, Arch.
Cars and Chrono.
99 Pull it up on Gumtree, big boy.
That's basically the car I own right now.
Arch, by doing that, you can offset some of the capital gains on selling the watches.
And write it off on your business too. You know,
Oh,
shit.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Write it all
baby.
off.
I don't think I can afford the fuel in that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Super chat,
That's
super
old.
chat checker,
That's
$8.
old.
Since Tim spent a week with Paul Thorpe, can he now tell us how the 7750 movement works? Hands away from the keyboard, Timmy.
I mean, it's a CAMS chronograph, date function, 70. Well, it's like 54 hours of power reserve. I don't know
Do
what.
you know
can
what
I
any
tell
of
you?
that means, but
Yes.
trading loss
Cam-
$5.
Why would they?
AC3, it will improve your YouTube. Cars and watches, come on, mate. You're gonna drag in the Porsche lunatics, BMW fanboys, and Merc lunatics.
Yeah.
Look at that red
I would
BMW.
agree.
Oh, super chat.
Wow.
That's
Big
sexy
one.
there.
KC
Wow.
Aquatic,
Drive these if you
60
gave them
Malaysian
to me.
ringgit. It's Chinese New Year here. May you have a healthy, wealthy, and prosperous year of the tiger, Arch. KC's a huge BMW fan as well.
No, he drives a Kia. He
I can
drives one of
still
those box
appreciate
cars.
BMW.
He
He's
has
got a
those
BMW.
tiny little fucking cars.
Archie,
It's like
the-
tiny little itsy bitsy cars.
The Hyundai Genesis Coupe has a 500 horsepower V8 and was designed by the same guy that designs Mercedes. And if you pulled the Genesis Hyundai sticker off of it, you'd think it was a Mercedes. It's got the sweetest lines, and it's a Hyundai, and Hyundai makes good shit these days. And I swear to God, look, going down the road, you're like, oh, look at that Mercedes, and then when you pull up next to it, you're like, whoa, it's a Hyundai.
I gotta tell
Genesis
you, I
Coupe.
love these older BMWs.
What
They
do you
look
think of
so
Sunset
cute.
Orange? Ronnie Paul, what do you think of Sunset Orange as a
Yeah,
color?
that looks good.
You
Was
like
that it?
Sunset? No.
That
looks
wasn't
like
it.
it looks like a curb fucking.
I got to tell you guys, I'm thinking realistically, you know what? I said to him, I put 10 down. They said, as long as it's not on a card. And I'm thinking, fuck, how am I supposed to pay for this?
Do they really charge 30% for cash advance on a card?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, but I'm thinking, guys, trading loss $2. Hyundai is the Baltic of cars. Actually, they got the new Kia Stinger. Have you heard of the Kia Stinger?
Yeah,
that's
a
a
sharp
fucking
looking car.
rocket. That's a rocket.
Yeah. Now you're talking. 4 doors.
Unfortunately, I got a bit of a restriction on my license. I'm only allowed to drive things with less than 2 liters or less.
Why?
Ooh.
Because your driving
I don't want to
history?
go into it. Okay.
Archie can only
I'm gonna
drive.
go into it.
Archie,
Really?
what?
They
how much
limit.
are you-
They limit what kind of car you can. If you have a bad driving history, they limit the size.
They
of your
limit the
engine?
CCs.
Really?
How can you have a bad
Yeah.
driving history?
Fuck
That's
me
the-
dead.
That's the
God,
next question.
Sorry?
What's your insurance
fucking-
rates going to be like?
I don't worry about insurance. I just want the car. I don't care about that.
Yeah, he'll just drive without insurance. Don't worry about that.
Look, I'm that
Like the
that
other half
watch
of the
boy,
civilized
let's
world.
be honest, Arch, you belong in a Cadillac.
Get
If
a
I gotta be
CTS. Get a
I like
Cadillac
those CTSs. Oh,
CTS
I'll
is
tell you
rock.
honestly, I was looking at a 3. I'll tell you what I was looking at. Can I tell you what I was looking at?
Yeah.
Yes.
CTS, big old
Okay.
V8. Woo woo.
Okay. G20,
500, 600, 700 horsepower, man. Fucking A.
G20, 330i, 30,000 kilometers in orange.
Orange.
I don't like it. I hate it. But it can easy.
Put a wrap on it.
The salesman said it's going to be easier
Yeah,
to
but
get
the
the
wraps-
finance
wraps
through
are
if you
not
take a
cheap,
toxic
though.
color. The
Wraps
salesman
a
said
couple grand.
the salesman said to me it's going to be easier to get the car through if you take a toxic color.
That sounds like bullshit.
Get the pink.
I-
Get the pink. Hot pink
That-
color.
Yeah, because he'll work his ass off to get you the financing in that one. That's the only reason. They don't fucking care what color.
Who
they are.
cares about what color is the car?
What do you think?
The car itself is the only thing that matters. It's like dial of the
And
watch.
they said it would help me if I got diamond glazing paint protection. That would help me get the car financed.
And triple,
Never fall for that trick.
That's like
Sorry?
triple
No.
undercoating. Triple undercoating.
Never fall for that fucking special coating they want to offer you on a new car. If you ever buy a new car,
You reckon?
and they try to sell you for an extra $1,000. Oh, we can put this special coating on your car that'll keep it shiny
diamond
forever.
ceramic surface.
Archie,
Fucking rip
Archie. When I was going to buy my car in 2009, they were trying to sell me this gimmick that would prevent rust forming on my car.
Yeah.
It's a little computer thing that you attach to the terminal on your battery, and it's supposed to prevent your car from rusting. And they wanted $500 for it.
Does it actually do that?
No.
No, it doesn't do shit.
But how can plastic even rust? Don't they
No.
realize these cars are
Hey.
made of plastic nowadays?
Yeah.
Trading lost
Yeah.
$5. Arch, if you have shares in Interactive Brokers, may be available in Australia. Get a 1.8 margin loan and get your car collateralized by your shares.
This is another thing that cryptocurrency is doing is you will be able to
The other thing I was
borrow.
going to ask is there any way the community could lend me some money so I could get the cash?
Yeah,
I
you
could
can
get
borrow
the cash
against
deposit.
borrow against cryptocurrency.
You can borrow
what I
against the
mean?
super chats. People can super chat you,
Archie.
and you promise to return them
Yeah.
the money next year.
GB $2. AC3 belongs in a 19. I love the fucking Brogums. Don't fucking. If I could find a Brogum, and I want the North Star 5.7 liter motor.
No, you don't want a
I
North
love
Star.
those Brogums, man. You know what I saw
Hey,
the other day?
the
How's this
weird
for a
back
lucky
end?
omen?
With the
Mike,
weird
you know what I
sloping
saw
back end?
yesterday?
What's that?
A
beautiful.
Genesis hearse.
A
You've been
Genesis
wanting
what?
one of those.
Hearse.
Oh, hearse. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I live
Didn't know they
I live
made
near a
those.
funeral, and I live near a funeral place.
I'll tell you though, Hyundai is right up there with Toyota and Honda, man.
I can't get a good deal on a used Genesis. I don't buy new. Okay.
They're fucking good cars. They make good shit these days. No, I mean you can't deny it. When they first started out, they sucked. They were like Yugos, but they have upped their game 1,000%.
1,000%.
Maybe 10,000%.
What do you think is the best car to get on the channel? What's a
Uber.
car that's not terrible, but will give me? Do you reckon the M2? would be sorry, a 2 Series would be the way to go, or a 3 Series? What's the best car to get reaction
Best
from the viewers?
car for a YouTuber.
A Stinger.
Best car for a
Because it's fucking got
YouTuber.
all that cool, sporty, sharp-looking.
What would help me? What would
C7
Paul,
Corvette.
Cool wheels.
Arch, I have bad
Z58.
news. Bad
Archie
news.
needs a Corvette,
What's that?
guys.
Yeah,
You know,
Corvette.
That'd be
no, I'm
hilarious.
sorry. I'm sorry. If you're gonna be a YouTuber, you need to get a Lambo. I'm sorry. It's the
Yeah.
only car that matters for YouTube. It's the
Yeah.
Lambo.
I don't
If
like
you- in the
Lambos.
car
I
world,
know.
I don't like
but
them.
I'm
Leonardo
sorry.
Lambo.
$2
Arch,
get a
Arch?
Kia Stinger.
Yeah, get it.
They
That's
sell
what I just
Vets
said.
in Australia, Arch?
Arch,
Get a Kia
It's
Stinger,
not.
man.
You don't understand. I haven't got. I don't know how much money you think I make. I'm looking at
we don't
a
care.
second or
I thought you were a
third
YouTube
hand.
celebrity.
Arch, this is
Okay,
the thing.
let me
20,000 a
run the
month.
statistics by you. Let me run the
explain it.
statistics by you.
Run the statistics.
2000. Let me run it by you.
Run it by
Rolex,
us.
I want your hand. Hold my hand, Rolex.
I'm holding it.
Rolex, please.
2019
Can you hold my hand as well?
G20
We're all holding hands.
330i.
Okay.
And it's got 30,000 kilometers on it.
Okay.
It's in a toxic color. It's
Is it
metallic brown.
IS?
Okay, metallic brown.
IS or
Metallic
I?
brown.
So it's only I. We don't
beige?
have IS
Okay.
here.
Oh yeah, it's an
What do you
American only
think?
model. I forgot.
Is that
Sorry.
beige? What is
Metallic
brown?
beige.
Pretty
But
much.
what do you think? I'm going to put 10 in. The wife's co-signing. I just need a third co-signer.
Okay.
What do you
How
think?
much?
Tim, I think you got a cosign for Archie's car.
Arch, this
It's
is the problem.
35 US. 35 US.
That's not
All right.
bad.
Ooh, that's a
What
lot.
year was it?
Trading
that's a
lost $2 for
20,
M2
2020, I think
competition.
he said.
Oh, that's not bad.
2019. 2019.
2019.
That's not bad. 35 for a three
Yeah, that-
series?
That's
That's not
35
too
US. 35 US.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
With 30,000 kilometers,
What is
Yes.
that?
that's about 20,000 miles.
20,000 miles.
That's not bad.
That's really
That's
not bad.
That's
Yeah.
just broken in.
I'm
Um,
sorry, guys. I have bad news for you. I'm sorry.
Wishful
Listen.
thinking, $2. Camry matches Pontiff's philosophy.
Fuck it, screw
This is
that.
the problem, guys. Starting doing a YouTube channel with that type of car is like starting a YouTube channel with a two-tone Ebel men's watch.
Who the hell
Okay,
was it?
no one
Is it
no
Ebel or
one
Ebel?
wants to see that shit. Okay, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna appeal to this audience because we're here not for watches. We're here for
Do you want me to bring it up for you? Bring
Bring
it
it
up,
up.
Arch. Bring it up.
Is it pronounced Ebel or Ebel?
Ebel. Like-
Ebel?
Yeah, like look
I
at
mean,
this
if
Ebel.
you wanna,
Arch.
if you want to include cars as part of your
I gotta hop
shtick
off, Arch. I'll
on
talk to you guys later.
Trapper.
Who the hell
yeah.
buys an
Trapper
Ebel?
Tim is
John.
Look
correct.
at this.
See, hey,
Good,
see you,
good
buddy.
luck. Good luck.
Later. Is that a
Good
rifle?
hunting.
Okay, do you want to have a look, guys, or not?
Yeah, Tim's right, man. If you're gonna include cars in your stream, man, you got to start with supercar.
Yeah,
I can't
because
afford
you
a
want to
fucking
bring in
supercar.
new audience, or do you want to
Loose
appeal to
soul.
existing?
Why not travel and review cars? Surely within the community there must be some expensive classic car owners.
See if you
Yes,
can
Mr.
lease
Two.
lease a Lambo. That's what
Okay, let
me-
TP.
lost
Can I
That's
that.
bring
what.
up? Can I
Let me see
show
the
you some
BMW,
stock? You want to have a look, Rolex, or not? Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look at this here, Rolex.
What happened to
okay?
that BMW I sent you? This is the same place I showed you that other BMW, Arch, the one you didn't like.
Okay, what do you think of the 3-cylinder? They got a nice deal. This is actually quite a good car. I was looking at this one. What do you think of that?
Archie, I showed you.
Archie, put a link for Soraco.
Archie, I sent you a 3-cylinder. You said you didn't like it.
Yeah, I changed my. I mean, look, they actually. I'm not convinced. Okay, look at this.
Mhm.
Tell me. I just want your opinion. Like, I haven't said. I'm just asking you. What do you think? Right.
Is it a 3-cylinder hybrid or something?
Okay, this is the one. Okay, the price. Just ignore
This
the
is the
price.
same
there.
one. This is the same one, same place I was showing you.
Look at this.
I
What do you
showed
think
you-
of that? That's that metallic sunset orange.
This one's 70 grand though.
No, but that's
Pretty car.
Nice.
It's actually
I have the same wheels.
It's actually 60, okay? Because that's it's a long story, right? But what I'm saying is, because that's ridiculous price. Because it's a 2019. It's got 30,000 kilometers on it, 31 and a half, right? It's orange. What do you think of this?
Archie, what is the cheapest car to maintain and they hold in Australia?
Oh, this car is boring, Arch. I'm sorry.
What do you think? It's boring.
Nobody wants
Lolex,
to see a
what do you think,
YouTube channel
Lolex?
about this car.
I don't
Arch.
like this. No.
What?
I'd rather see you get a 3 Series, man.
Yeah, it's
Save
a
your
good
money.
This is a
car,
3
but come
Series.
on.
This is a 3 Series.
That's the sport package though. You don't
You
need
don't
that.
like the
Go up.
sport?
Go up.
What?
Archie,
Wood interior that looks all classy.
No.
What-
Go the other
what-
direction. Arch.
What is the best car in
Can you
Australia
get one of
to
those
have
with
a
wood
not spend a lot of-
exterior?
How about
This
this
is-
one here? What do you think of
Yes.
this one?
This is a good deal.
Hey, Archie,
Yes.
I'm gonna go and get a
You going?
Vietnamese. I'm gonna go get a Vietnamese pork roll. I'll be
Why?
back in like 5 minutes.
He'll
I'll be back.
though, right?
I'll be
Don't
back.
disappear on me.
Archie, what is the best car to
Green
not
room,
to
come
spend
back.
a lot of money in maintenance in
Look,
Australia?
can I explain it to you? Let me explain it to you. If you want the car, reliable
This car
cars
talk
are
is so boring.
boring and uneventful, like Tim Wright. Whereas the sexier the car, the more unreliable and troublesome they are.
Like me.
But
Yeah,
that
but
makes for great content.
That can
Arch.
also
the
be
trouble.
translated. That can be
The
translated
trouble.
into
You know,
character.
with, like
What did
living
you like
with
there,
the
Mike?
bitch.
What did you like there? What did you like out of any
The
of
3
those?
Series is perfect.
The black
Yeah,
one, you mean?
318.
that
Arch,
last
do you
one was
wanna
pretty.
do you wanna watch a YouTube channel about a guy where everything goes right? And his life
No.
is great.
I wa-
and
I
everything
wanna-
is
I
going
wanna-
fine.
I want a hot supercar.
No one wants
with
to see that.
problems that has character. That
You
falls
want to see
apart
the
all the
struggle,
time.
the pain, the suffering.
KC Aquatics. KC
Yeah,
Aquatics
it's
is on
gotta
KC.
hurt. It's gotta hurt.
KC, come back.
KC.
Oh,
Man,
we
my
can see his
wife
car.
buys
Are you ready?
sometimes
Are you ready?
stupid
Full screen,
watches.
full screen, Arch, full screen.
Full screen. KC.
That's a bitch. What do you want, love?
By the way,
Beautiful
Mike,
floor.
what's going on with the CNC? Quick
Nice
update while
floor.
this picture is loading.
Fuck you, Tim. That floor was done by CNC.
Okay, what's happening there, KC?
KC, we can only see the floor. Maybe it's not real KC. He's gonna pull out his wiener right now.
We got Cameron on. He's going to tell me how to get a lease deal. How do I get a lease deal on a car, Cameron?
Listen, guys, I'm gonna go get food. I'll try and be back later. All right? I gotta
No
go.
worries, man. Hey, Lolex,
let's
advice. Do I get one or I don't get one?
A 3 Series? Yeah, do it.
How do I lease it? Any tips? Would I ask my old man to go guarantor?
Yeah, and then maybe consider liquidating one of your Calatravas. Consider it, man.
Yeah.
They're Pateks. They're not Calatravas, but okay.
Hey, why do you want this car so bad, Archie?
Bye.
I gotta have game, man. I gotta have game,
wants to pull-
man.
Let's
All
say,
those
let's say,
birds.
say hello to Sorako before he disappeared. Also, with
Sirocco,
bad
where's he
internet.
gone? Sirocco, jump on. Where's Sirocco?
He's here. No,
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
drop
he's
the link
not.
to
You love more
Sirocco.
game
When
with
you
a
link
Kia
to Sirocco-
Stinger.
My cousin
Sirocco.
has the Kia Stinger. She's had it for like 2 years. It's not really all that.
It's not? Okay.
It's not what?
It's not really all that fast or.
Well, they got
Hey.
different models. They got their higher performance model.
She has a nice one. She has a.
What do you
great
drive,
one.
Cameron?
I drive an Acura TSX.
Hey,
I'd look-
Sirocco, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How's it going?
Give me some car advice. Wake me up.
Oh, fuck. I've been listening to this, and look, all respect to American people, you have got absolutely no fucking clue how much cars actually cost in Australia.
Yeah,
Not a single fucking clue.
That's
There's
why
no
Sirocco.
yeah, I don't think
dealership.
we're not qualified to really give you advice, Archie, from America.
Exactly. And I was just reading an article just today. The dealers, whether it's new or fucking new, have got no stock. Used cars are costing more than fucking new cars.
Finchy, £2. Arch, you need an Alpina 3 Series. And we got Craig Teal Jones, the car expert, coming on now. Trading lost, $2. Kick Cameron for ratings poison. See you later, Cameron.
See you
Hey,
later,
guys.
Cameron.
$2. And we've got SR Bell, $2. AC, my girlfriend gives me BGs in my 92 Honda. Thank you, SR. What do you think? Give me some advice. What do you think of the G20 3 Series? Craig.
Wow. Well, I had to enter the stream because like you're all talking about cars and some of them
You're
are
a car
very
engineer. You're an engineer.
Yeah, automotive engineer. Wow. God, guys, what's the obsession with fucking cars? I mean, if you
You're
want to get,
talking to someone who had a fucking Mondial on his driveway.
yeah, I did the whole Ferrari thing. I've done Porsche, Lotus, all that bullshit. Archie, what are you looking for, man? Tell me, what do you want?
He
What do you
bought a
want?
briefcase. Didn't you see that?
I want something fun to drive. I want some excitement in my life.
Oh,
I want to
man,
be happy.
Arch, why don't you attach wheels
mate,
to that
you don't have
briefcase?
to spend huge money. You don't have to spend huge money when it comes to cars, when it comes to fun. Example, Mark 1 Mazda MX-5. You had one. That's a great car. That's a cool car.
Yeah. So, Rocco, give me some advice. How do I ask my dad to go guarantor?
Daddy, I want a new car, Daddy. Daddy, please, can you sign this paper?
Because you know what he's going to say? He's going to say to me, I put in, last time I helped you get a car, you went and refinanced it and bought a watch.
Yeah.
But now you change. Now you're coming to your 50.
I know, Daddy. I know, but I learnt my lesson, Daddy. Daddy, please help me, Daddy.
You know, I think, guys, I think putting money into watches at the moment is probably a better idea than putting money into cars. You know?
Without doubt.
How about putting money into cars and chrono? What about that kind of investment?
Ask him for a 50th anniversary. You know, you half the way through. You know.
What do you think, guys?
I think, Archie, seriously, I think if you go into a dealership, I think they're going to talk to you and they're going to smile and nod and then try and figure a way of starting you on the journey.
The journey.
Yeah.
What would you buy?
First, all right, imagine if first
Do you think
you
it would
have
help
to
my
buy
channel or not? I
a
want to help the channel. Would
I
it
don't
help?
think it'll help the channel at all.
No.
Archie, could you do me a favor? Just when you go there to the car dealer, ask for a catalog first.
He said it's all online now. It's all online.
Right, guys.
Hey, see Aquatics, how are you?
Is the internet better working? Is that real, Casey?
I don't know.
Very quiet.
Hey, KC.
Hello.
It's Rocco.
So, Craig, what would you're going to give me sensible? I don't want sensible advice. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me that I should lease an expensive car I can't afford. Okay,
Well,
I like stuff. Okay, I wanna have some car fun. I want to have car fun. Remember that guy on YouTube? The car fun. He was so cool. That guy.
What happened to that guy?
Yeah.
The car crash.
Oh, it depends. I mean, man, it depends how much money you want to drop. Do you know what I mean?
Look, I'm going to tell you what car exactly Archie wants. You want a car that you can put inside the Louis Vuitton bags and the Kelly and the Becky bags that you have, and you have a space for all of it, and then drive and have fun.
You need a BMW.
I mean, I'm a BMW. I love BMW, right? But one of the coolest cars ever. And Archie had the chance of driving one of these. He had it for a little while. The Pagoda, the Mercedes Pagoda.
You know how
What a
valuable
cool
they are? I
fucking
could
car.
never. They're so expensive. Here we go. Loose Soul. I inquired about buying a C8 Corvette. Dealer said 3 to 4 year wait. I said I have more chance of getting a Rolex at AD. He agreed.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might just. It doesn't matter. I think realistically, getting the car. So Rocco, could you go guarantor for me?
Oh yes, Archie. When I come back in July, we can talk about it. In fact, I tell you what I'll do. I'll lend you 50,000 Australian dollars for 6 months.
Woo!
And at the end of that 6 months, you'll pay me 70,000 back in cash.
Oh,
nice.
How are you going to guarantee that?
It'll get you the car.
What if Archie doesn't pay?
Is
Does
that
he have
rate
to do
even
cement
legal?
shoes?
Is that rate even legal, Sirocco?
Anyway.
Hey, Arch, this is what you need, man.
Oh, because look, so look, this is KC. Holy fuck! That's an
F30.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Mercedes, man. They
that
make
yours?
that shit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was trying to get on, but my stupid headset didn't work.
Oh man, oh, you got the wood. Fuck.
See, there's the wood. Yeah.
Fuck, that's beautiful, KC.
Oh my god.
That fuckwit Tim said you had a Kia.
Where's the Kia?
And you need a Batman.
Oh,
Maybe the Batman.
shit.
Yeah. Perfect match.
Show him
Perfect
the second car.
match.
Show him the second car as well.
Jeez, I must have huge wrists. That thing looked big on your wrist, and I'm wearing my James Cameron. It looks small on my wrist.
Casey, show them the second car. Here's two.
Oh, yeah. I have a few more cars. I have a small little car here.
Hey,
and I have another small little car here.
Hey, there's another one.
Yeah, and the Kia is in another house.
Archie, what
Maldives, £9. Arch, Tim is starting dry January tonight. What?
Ooh.
What's he doing?
Really? What is a dry January?
He's not drinking. Dry.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hey,
I'm not gonna
I
drink.
wanted to ask you, KC, if you were in Australia, what would you get?
A fucking loan.
Sorry, the exact same car, man. I love BMs.
What about a G20?
I don't like the lights because the lights looks weird. The front of the headlamp has a little kink on it, and the back looks like a Honda City, so it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, but the KC watch and car was perfect. BMW.
What do you think? Do you like BMW? Do you think that'd be bad for my channel? People might get funny about it or not?
I think it'd be good for you, but bad for the channel. Just buy a car for
I mean,
you.
Yeah, it depends on what you're targeting, right? Most of the car YouTubers are young and they have all those hot rod types of cars.
Yeah.
Things like BRZ, Supra, and all that. So if you're targeting, you know, it depends on your demographic, right? Your fans, yeah.
Archie,
See what they like.
Archie. You need a bit of class. You need a better class. If you're gonna buy a car, forget the fucking performance cars. Just get something classy, something with a bit of class. It's the Calatravas.
Something
exactly. What car
wearing...
match the Pateks? Yeah, the world time. What car can match that watch?
Yeah.
I'm just a bit worried about the payments, but you know.
Archie, I got a simple solution for you.
Yeah.
Keep the Civic.
Yes.
Clean it up.
Yeah.
And then get a bumper sticker that says my other car is a BMW and stick it on the
back. Super chat, Archie.
Super chat, GB, $2. Hard to ask for super chats when you're driving a BMW. You agree with that, Sirocco, don't you?
Yes, spot on. And by the way, I haven't even heard the word Lexus mentioned yet.
Yeah, Lexus makes great
Good
shit.
point, Lexus.
Fucking good value. Fucking good value.
Or Acura.
You know, they dropped the
guys,
IS line. They dropped the IS line, but Sirocco.
Guys, I've got to add with
Yeah,
Lexus.
but-
Come on. Japanese, they make exceptionally good things, but they don't do luxury. You know, you look at watches. Grand Seiko, fantastic watches. Are they luxury though? Are they there on the same level as Patek and Lange and what have you? No. And it's the same with cars. A Lexus can't match a BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar.
I think Alexa
I have to
very
agree.
value for money.
Look, I live in Japan.
I've driven
And
a
the
couple.
richest
My man
guys
had
here
a
in
couple,
Japan don't
and-
buy a Lexus. They buy BMWs and Mercedes. And I live in Japan for 17 years now.
Sirocco, what are you buying? You're getting rid of your HSV soon. What are you going to get?
Oh, I don't know, Arch. I keep looking at a Porsche SUV, and then I look at a Mercedes SUV, and I really fucking don't know. I'm not even thinking about it until I get back in July.
Hop on Smash $5. Welcome back, Green Shroom, for the I-30 N-Line Fund. Thank you, Hop.
No, Archie, listen, I've come to my senses, and by the way, that pork roll was really good.
Okay.
Listen, you know, things have been hard, and I'm going to get the baseline I-30 sedan model. Not going to get the premium fast car model. I don't need that stuff. I didn't realize it was I thought that was the base model. I was wrong.
No, that's the top line.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm not a car guy.
What is the I-30? What kind of car?
You know, I think I might just, you know what I might do is just detail the Civic up. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
There you go. Get a body
Yeah.
kit, lower it, bag it so you can drop it when
I was
you
just
park.
thinking about getting the dints removed.
Get some LED lights on the bottom.
I was going to get matching tape to
Put a
stick
big
the
wing on
bumper
the
on.
back.
You
Big
know?
wing on the back.
Bumper.
Right out.
Is it worth putting it on my insurance or not? Do I put it on my insurance to get it fixed or leave it? Loose
No,
soul, $5.
don't tell the insurance. Don't tell the insurance. Just pimp it, man. You know, like those chrome wheel arches, those stick-on chrome wheel
Yeah.
arches you can get on Mercs to stop.
Get yourself
to
a
hide
denim
the
shirt
rust.
and jeans. Call it ArchieLuxury's Garage.
Yeah, do it.
I think, to be honest with you, unless I get a guarantor, there's no way I'm going to get the finance. Okay.
Sell some watches.
But
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
watches.
Sell some Birkins.
Watches where it's at. Fuck cars. You know, the watches is where it's at. That's where you need to be pumping your money. Fuck the cars.
Yeah.
How much do you think?
Your watch stream, watch show.
How about the
car
bicycle
show.
or a boosted board, Arch? A lot of YouTubers do boosted board. That could be fun.
What's a booster board?
It'd be interesting.
One of those electric skateboards. Those do wonders for you. There's lots of YouTubers. They do boosted board, Arch.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's just,
It's a fast way for him to break his neck.
there's a thing called car bar in Australia. Okay. This was another option. Can I tell you what I was looking at? They got a thing called listen to this, car bar. Okay. So the big problem is, say I leased a BMW. Well, for starters, I need to get a fucking guarantor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to get a guarantor. Okay. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Tony, $5. Archie, Pepsi on Jubilee or Oyster? You know what? I'd probably go for the fucking. I like the Jubilee, but the Oyster apparently is worth a bit more.
What?
I think they're both cool. I like the Jubilee,
yeah.
but you know what, Tony? If you can get a fucking Pepsi, you just go whatever is a good deal because.
Get what you can get.
Yeah, man. I got to tell you, they got a thing called Car Bar. It's a car subscription service. Do you understand that or not?
Oh, is that like a where you rent a supercar for like a couple of days?
Or a
See,
month.
you always take it out of context. Okay, it's not supercars. I want to lend a fucking 3 Series because I can't get finance. I can't get into it any other way. Do you understand? So this is what you do. Okay, I'm just want to tell you this. So car bar, it's more than a car. Let me show you this, okay? Because I'm getting trouble getting the loan approved. We provide you with your own car, no commitments, cancel any time. We take care of insurance, rego servicing, and roadside assistance. Okay? Browse cars. Let's go and have a look. Come on, guys. Let's have a look together, okay? So, in my case, okay, say I want a fun car, Alpha. I don't mind an Alpha, a BMW. Let's have a look. And what else? How about a Jaguar? Do you want to get a Jaguar?
No.
And a Mercedes. Okay, Mercedes. Okay, let's have a look. Let's apply. Let's see what's available. Come on.
Okay. Are these prices per week?
Yes. Okay. So let's have a look.
$1,200 a month.
Okay. But the thing is, you can send it back. You're not, you understand? You're not, I could possibly, do you understand what I'm saying or not? Okay. So look at this here, right? Oh, there's a $307. Fuck, that's dear. Fuck me dead. And that's an old one too, isn't it?
For that much money, you better be living in it all week.
$307 a week? What the fuck?
Rent it for a week for an event.
Move the kids in.
It's quite nice. 320 luxury line. I can tell by the wheels.
Yeah, it's basically what I have. It's a 335.
Okay, so it's upfront fee $3,000.
Oh God.
Oh, $3,000 up front and $307 a month. Holy shit! Fuck that.
So
Jesus
upfront and
Christ.
initial 4-week fees are non-refundable except in certain circumstances.
Yeah, like I wrapped it around a tree.
So the first,
That's lease.
okay.
That's what you do. At the end of the week, you wrap it around a tree, and then you're just like, well, sorry.
It's $307
Oh, no,
per
stop,
week.
stop. Listen
Per
to this,
week.
guys. Stop.
What the?
Stop. Listen to me. It says
Listen.
100% of the upfront fee when you swap for an additional vehicle.
The what?
So once you pay the upfront fee, it's like a security bond, okay?
Okay.
You can use it on any of their car bars they've got. Does that make sense?
So you can switch cars every week?
Well, it doesn't quite work like that. You've got to have it for a minimum of 4 weeks.
Okay, so every month you can have a new car.
Well, technically, I think you could. The thing is, the price comes down if you commit to more than a year.
By the way,
it goes down $284 a month. Do you understand what I'm saying?
How many times do you drive per week?
No, well, I'm just saying to you, this is what it is. What do you think, guys? Tell me what you think.
I think for this money you can get an Uber everywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
And you get a different car every time
That's
and
the
a
most
driver.
thing I've heard Tim say tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey Archie, I've got to go. I've got to go eat the dinner that my mummy brought me from her.
What do you think of this? Yes or no?
older
Just
place.
quickly give me your opinion on car bar.
Absolutely not.
No, stay away. Plague.
Sorry?
It's a fucking ripoff.
It's a
joke.
subscription service. Do you understand?
It's almost like a car share program.
Archie, if it looks too good to be true,
Well, it's not too good. It's fucking dear. It's fucking dear. It's
exactly,
nothing too good
exactly.
about this. It's
You're
fucking expensive. But what I'm trying to say is I can have some interesting cars for the channel. I'm trying to fucking do something to get my channel up there again. I'm not happening anymore. Do you understand?
Well,
You're not going to
yeah.
do it with cars. You're not going to do it with cars without a Lambo.
What about a motorcycle?
Out there. There's more fucking car channels than watch channels.
Yeah, but you don't understand. I want to get into this new market there. Watches and cars and chrono.
What happened
Okay.
about getting into watches and purses? Watches and purses, Arch.
Elite Luxury was a disaster.
That was last week.
How's that, by the way?
Look. What do you think of this? You can see with Car Bar, you don't own the car. You're not stuck in a lease. Like if I buy a car on a lease, well, for starters, they won't give me the lease because I've got a few little defaults. Okay.
You still need you still need the capital for all this, Arch.
Capital for what?
Well, the money.
$3,000 down.
That's the Google ads that'll come in because I'm doing car videos.
Not gonna happen.
You gotta spend money to make money. In business, you have to spend money to make money.
I think it'll end up just like Elite Luxury.
It's more like car barfs than
I think
bar.
it'll go just like
You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
Let me ask you this: is it wrong? Okay, so you can lease a car. Would you rather lease a car or go to Car Bar?
How about getting it for free? Get it for free. Archie, right. You've got a great profile on YouTube, okay? You've got loads of followers, loads of subscribers. You live in a big city, same as I live in a big city. There are lots of people driving lots of cool cars. Why not just spend some time just having a little look around? And if you see someone driving a cool car, a car that you know about, and I know you know about cars, have a chat with them. Ask if you can film it. Ask if they'll take you for a drive. I mean, if honestly, honest to God now, I swear to you, if I was, driving.
Let me tell you the fantasy. Can I tell you the fantasy? I want to go take my wife out into the countryside or the mountain.
Yeah.
And have a nice meal with her, have fun. I want to rekindle that, okay?
Hire a limo for the day.
Sorry,
yeah, rent a car for the day. $29.95.
Sorry, too many people are talking here. I don't need a limo.
You want to take your wife out to the country, to the mountains, to the Glass House Mountain. You want to go?
Go there, go for a drive,
whatever. Hire a fucking limo.
Can I lend your car, Sirocco?
Big pardon?
I'll clean it.
What, my car?
Yeah.
I tell you what, you can buy my car. I went on carsales.com.au the other night just for interest's sake, and if you want to buy my car, you're very welcome to. But it's going to cost you. I can
afford it.
They're asking up to 100,000 fucking.
Holy fuck!
I cannot fucking believe it for a fucking 5-year-old car.
Wow.
Almost. Well, it's not.
So what's a 2017?
It's a 2017, and because it's the last of the Aussie V8, there was one.
You got an M3?
Big pardon?
It's an Aussie V8. It's a General Motors product called a Holden. It's like a Chevrolet. It's like a Chevy. It's got a big 5.7 liter motor in it, hasn't it?
6.3.
Fuck, 6.3.
That's more than mine.
Fuck me, Dad. What's the fucking gas consumption like in that thing?
Well,
Fuck me, Dad.
If you drive it like a fucking lunatic, it's not good.
Yeah, depends on how you drive it. They can actually get pretty good mileage if you drive them easy.
It goes pretty good. I do Brisbane and back from Bundy on a tank, which is, I'm happy with that. But I fucking 100.
What do you think a car? That's the car. It's a Car Bar. Is like a subscription service.
No, I wouldn't do it.
No. Arch, I gotta go eat dinner.
Hey man, we love you, Mike. Mike, tell me this: do you love your BMW?
I love my BMW. Yes, but I'm not a total BMW guy. But I do love my BMW. They're good cars.
Do you think a BMW would make me happy?
I think it would. Mike, I don't think it would help your channel one bit, but I think you'd enjoy owning it. Because it's a great luxury car, and it's got 100,000 miles and drives the same as the day I got it 50,000 miles ago. It as long as you maintain it, it'll do you right. And I think you'd enjoy driving in luxury. And I pay less per month than my friend does for his Toyota Tercel.
Fuck.
So that's my opinion. I don't think it'd help your channel at all, but I think you'd enjoy owning it. Yes. And I'm not a BMW guy. I own one, but I'm not a diehard BMW anything. I'm an old car guy.
How long you recommend Archie to keep a car like that? Like 5 years, 2 years? How long is usually good?
Depends how long your maintenance. As long as you maintain it, it'll last forever.
Yeah, as long as you keep it as long as you want. If you maintain it, they'll keep running.
Yeah, but if you maintain it, the older the car become, more expensive it becomes.
Yeah, mine's got 100,000 miles on it, and it is running as good as the day it came off the floor, with proper maintenance. And
that's the key.
And I
Proper
don't
maintenance
drive
is the key.
easy on it.
You change the oil a bit, don't you?
Yeah. I change it about every 5,000-6,000 miles, maybe 7,000 miles.
You do it yourself?
No, I have a shop do it because they don't have a dipstick. And
Yes,
I
they
don't have
got a
a way
computerized fucking. That's right.
I don't have a way to accurately measure
I
the
hate
oil.
that. I hate that, don't you?
I do too. Yes, it costs me a little bit more for oil changes, but so fucking what? Takes me a long time to reach that many miles. So
Super chat. Here we go, Mr. Zoso, $10. Used car
I'll
values.
see you later, Archie.
4 years or newer,
leave.
under 40,000 miles, are worth more now than they were new. Reason: new manufacturers cannot supply rental car companies with stock. They need cars and will pay up for them.
Cool. Mike.
Hey, Archie, I gotta go. You have a good one, right?
Hey, KC, what do you recommend on BMW? Give me some pointers.
Tips.
I don't think it'll help you on your channel as well. Like what Mike says, those car channels are really on top of things with the latest and the greatest, and they mod the shit out of them. They change their cars every
What
week.
is wrong with the 3 Series? I love the 3 Series.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You'll enjoy it, but it would not help your channel, honestly speaking. Yeah.
All I want to do is claim the fucking tax deduction. I don't give a fuck if anyone. I just want to get the write-able off. I want to get the write-off. For fuck's sake, I want to write the fucker off. Do you understand? I don't give a fuck. Fuck.
Get it, Arch, for your 50.
I want the fucking deduction. Do you understand? I love cars, man. I've always
Get
loved
it.
cars.
Get it.
Archie.
Get it.
Archie.
I want it.
Archie.
I want it. Sorry, calm down.
See you,
I
man.
gotta get a guarantor. KC, I love you. Come again, man. Please, we love you.
KC, just stay. Leave the camera on.
No, he's not.
Archie, I've got to go as well. I've only come on because
Craig, I want the car.
It's like 2 in the morning, man. 2 in the morning.
Craig, I want the car, man. I want it, man. I don't give a fuck. I just want it, man. I love being.
Get a fucking
I love
7
cars.
Series. Fuck it. Get a 7 Series.
I'm not crazy. I'm not
Craig,
crazy.
should he get the car or should he get the bumper sticker?
This is madness.
Yeah.
This is madness.
Dude,
Yeah.
we will talk again. I'll come on live again when I've got more time. Okay, mate?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Take it easy. Cheers,
Sirocco,
guys.
man. Sirocco.
Yes, mate.
Sirocco. I fucking love them. I love them. They're insane. If I had any brains in my head, I'd put the money into super. Do you understand that?
Buy another fucking watch if you got some money. Buy another watch.
Sirocco, please.
Pepsi.
I want the fun. I want to drive around in a fancy automobile.
Yeah.
Did you show him your Birkin?
Don't we all?
Please, can I get one? Please, Sirocco. I just
let's
want to
have a
get
look-
it.
Let's have a look at this fucking handbag again.
Yeah, show him the handbag.
Can you
Bring
can
it
you
out.
help
Pull
me?
it up, Arch.
Pull it up, Arch, pull it up.
Can
What
you
are we
help
pulling up?
me?
By the way,
Can
can I ask before Mike the Snake leaves? Is that rude? Is that rude? Because it actually been quite some time since we got the update on the boxes. The CNC.
He's already away. He's not there. He's gone. Mike's
Fuck.
gone. He's eating. Okay, he's not there.
Oh, you
Sirocco.
Yeah.
Sirocco. How do I? Do you reckon I should ask my dad to go guarantor?
Oh, I told you how to do it, but you know, everyone was talking. Daddy. I promise, Daddy. I promise. I learned last time, Daddy. Daddy, please, Daddy. Just sign this paper, Daddy. It doesn't mean anything.
No, Arch. What is the biggest present a dad can give to a son for his
Go
50th
guarantor. He could go
birthday?
guarantor. He could go guarantor on a small car loan.
I think the biggest present that a father can give son, he
For
already gave
50
him
years
9 months
anniversary.
before he was born.
You know what I think? I think Ronnie said it before when I was watching before, that just say to Daddy, Daddy, I think you need a new car, Daddy.
I already asked him if he'd sell me his car. What did
Well,
he say?
just say, I need a new car and can I have yours?
I said, when are you going to upgrade yours? It's getting a bit old.
Well, Art, I have a genius idea. A genius.
Hey, Tim, we've had enough
3D
of your genius ideas there. Sirocco.
Yes.
Okay. It's ratings poison, the car, okay?
It is.
No one.
I've been reading the chat. And they're saying,
I'll be honest with you.
I saw some people saying, "Can we talk about fucking concrete boats for Christ's sake?"
You know what, Sirocco? All I want to do is get it and deduct it, okay?
Yeah.
I just want to fucking write. I just want some. My life's not interesting anymore. I'm middle-aged, man. My eyesight's going.
You're not even 50. I'm in my 60s. How do you think I feel?
But you understand what I'm saying or not? I'm not going so well in life. I haven't got more in front than I've had behind. Do you understand that?
Well,
I'm overweight. Overweight. I got no employment prospects.
Archie, what people want to hear? They want to hear about the affairs, the mysteries. See, this is what they want.
I
just don't know anymore, Sirocco. I'm not happy in my life, okay?
Well, actually, let me just say, I think it was just a little while ago you were saying, let's say we go until we're 80 and then we start, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Well, mate, I've got less than 20 years on that basis. You got fucking 30.
Yeah, but I'm overweight and I've got, I haven't been to a
I'm
doctor
not exactly the fucking healthiest around at the moment, believe me.
You look pretty healthy to me. You didn't even eat the fucking rice.
No, Sirocco is right. We are in a dead turn. Yeah.
Ronnie Paul, how do you come with coping with death, Ronnie Paul?
I don't really think about it, Archie.
See, the thing is, if I get a really nasty lease, right, Sirocco, if I get a really nasty lease, right, I'll wish I was dead.
If you get a really nasty one, hang on.
Lease on a car.
Yeah, hang on. I just got to get this call.
No worries. Ronnie Paul.
Yeah.
You got a 300 CRT, is that right? HRT.
No. Dodge Challenger with the 5.7 liter V8. Hemi.
Oh, that's the two-door.
Yes.
It's like a Hellcat body.
Yes, exactly the same thing, except that
you keep it mint. You keep it mint.
Yeah, I don't drive. Right now it's snowing. It's winter here in Canada, so it's in my parking garage and storage for the next 3 months.
So how do you store it in the snow season? Like you got a cocoon or something?
No. So I live in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
So I have indoor parking in the basement. So what I do on the floor, on the concrete floor, I lay out a plastic tarp.
Yep.
And then it acts like a vapor barrier.
Yeah.
And then I drive the car up onto it, and then I put a car cover over the vehicle, and I also put some fuel stabilizer into a full tank of gas so that there's no varnishing.
Super chat, Archie, super chat.
And I've been doing that for 12 years.
The Pine Barren, $10. Arch, let's say you have no choice. You are permanently deplatformed by YouTube and you must get a job. What would you do first thing Monday? Where do you start your job search? Uber, Pizza Hut, and Domino's.
Okay, well, the Uber's not going to work because you need a decent fucking car.
I got the Civic.
Yeah, but it's got to be, I think, Uber stipulation on the age.
You can actually rent a car, short-term rental.
Yeah, possibly.
Actually, why don't I just fucking rent a car from them? Why don't I rent a fucking car from them?
Rent an Uber.
No, they give you a new car. You can rent it just to see what it's like. I'll just
there
pretend
used to be quite a few years ago. You buy a new car, and you'd go to a big company and they would vinyl wrap the car with their company details and all their advertising. And they'd almost pay as much as a year lease would cost, if that makes sense.
You know, if I had enough money, I would pay to see Archie working as a bartender. This I would love to see.
I'd like to be a bartender.
You
What
did
the hell
it,
are you
right?
vape? Who's vaping that? Who the fuck did that?
Not me.
I think it's that shroom guy.
Yeah. Archie as a bartender
Hey,
would be
Archie.
amazing.
He's inhaling that helium gas, you know?
She has the weight loss going. What's up with that?
I didn't even weigh myself. I was too interested about car talk on a third-hand car.
Archie, did you work as a bartender in your youth?
No. I better weigh myself. Let me go and check that. Sirocco, talk to me. What's going on in Marcelo's world? Hey, how's his channel going?
Oh, don't ask.
What's
Fuck
happening?
Oh, man.
I had cause to what did I do? I called him out. I called Marcelo tonight and actually said, fucking, I wasn't happy with something he did. Marcelo can, I'm not going to go into it.
Oh, you guys are friends still, aren't you? Or
We're,
not?
we're very
No,
good
we're
friends.
good. We are good.
Yeah, we're good. I just actually gave him a couple of hundred on his stream.
No, you know what? No, I'm going to say it. I mean, regarding that is the whole problem started with, you know what? You wanted Jonathan so much in your channel. I mean, my God, you didn't have him.
Fucking have him.
Yeah. Jesus.
But anyway, aside from that, Marcelo, there was something else which I saw tonight, which is morning where you are, obviously, and I thought was just totally bizarre. So I told Marcelo exactly what I thought on the stream.
Yeah, that was.
And what did he say? I'm going to go and do the weigh-in. 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 minute.
No, that was absolutely right. I mean, also, we clean a lot of shit lately. They're going to come back to normal.
Yeah, let's hope so. Enough said. There is a super chat. We'll just better wait for Archie to come back. So what's going on in your world, Ronnie?
Not much. I don't know if you heard or not, but I got the COVID and I just got off of it.
Okay, I didn't hear that. No.
Yeah, I was hurting for about 3 weeks.
Okay. What symptoms did you have?
Okay, so I had a fever, and the fever lasted for like about 10 days.
Wow.
I had chest infection.
Yep.
I lost appetite.
Yep.
My taste change.
Yeah, they say about that the taste you don't feel taste so much. Yeah.
Just difficulty, like my brain everything would be like foggy.
Okay.
But that's about it. What's that?
How long did that go for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Fucking hell.
Holy shit.
I had it bad.
Yeah. Okay. So you're coming good now?
Yeah, I'm fine now. Yeah, I'm all good right now. The only thing I'm taking right now is I got an inhaler.
Okay.
Because my chest was still congested.
Yep.
But that's about it, man. Everything
Ronnie
else.
Paul.
Super chat, Archie. Super chat.
Here we go. You know what, Pine Baron? I'd be fucked. I'm unemployable. Let me be honest with you. Let's just fucking be. Let's not. I used to work in IT. Being 50 in IT is like being about 63 and a half in any other industry. Nobody fucking wants you. And my skills level since I got out of IT things have changed and it's just fucked. And I was never that fucking smart anyhow. What would I do? Fuck.
So what you're saying you cannot be a stripper at 50 years old.
Yeah.
100. I could do anything. I could
I think
try.
your short days are over.
Helmet 56, $5. What do you think of the Rolex 116613 Rolex Submariner black dial? Probably best buy relative to retail. Personally, I love it. Actually, I really do like the black, but I always think the blue is just makes me look. I've had, I like the blue. I don't know. Maybe I just a fucking sheeple. I'm unoriginal sheeple. I just follow the crowd. I can't. Nothing original with me. By the way, I'm getting my booster 22nd of Feb, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go with me because I'm overseas. I don't know where I'm going to get the fucking booster. Because
it's your
Australia's
birthday, Ronnie Paul, on Sunday. We're coming up to your birthday, Ronnie Paul.
Yeah, man.
Oh, nice.
We've got the Ronnie Paul birthday show for you. I got to tell you, look, I think the Submariners are fucking beautiful. I love the two-tone. I love it.
Can't wait to get mine. 2 months. 2 months? 3 months.
You know, I think this. If I was going to go black, I would go deep sea two-tone. You know, the deep sea two-tone black.
Ah, nice.
What I was trying to do is, can I tell you this? I was hoping by leasing a car. I love cars. I'm a fucking car person. I've always loved. I just can't fucking afford one for the last 20 years. Do you understand?
Archie, have you done your own oil changes?
It's complicated now. You know how bitch getting the filter off is?
Not on the Honda. I've done plenty of oil changes on Hondas and Camrys. They're easy.
Yeah, I pay the guy to do it because I could fuck it up. I'm pretty hopeless at that shit, you know.
See, that would be interesting if you did a video on how you're changing the oil out on your car.
That would be a fucking like bloody Irish guy's cat go.
I got to tell you, I got to think about it, man. I think maybe just don't do anything. I'm going to have to ask my old man if he can sign the guarantor form, okay?
Just tell him to fucking upgrade his and have his.
I don't really like his car.
Oh, fuck, now you're getting fussy.
He's got curb rash. He's scratched the steering wheel because he puts his keys in the console and he's scratched the fucking leather on the... He's just fucking hopeless. You know what I mean? He really pisses me off how he's looked after that car. He doesn't take fucking care of... You know, he's old, I suppose.
Super chat, Archie.
GB, $2. You know, I'll be honest with you. Can I say something to you? Ever since I changed the fucking oil on my lawnmower, it's never really run that well. GB, $2. I saw you start a chainsaw oil change. No problem. Yeah, those were the days. Chainsaws. You know what I want to buy for myself, Sirocco?
Go on.
I want to buy a Honda lawnmower.
A Honda lawnmower. There you go. Get yourself a ride on. Hey, how's the Ferrari going next to the shed?
So Rocco, what do you think of cars? They're a waste of money, aren't they?
Oh, look, I love cars. I don't love them as much as I used to. I always
You think a BMW is for wankers? Be truthful.
I'll be honest with you.
Yes, they are.
Well, they've never done it for me. I've never really liked the BMW.
What do you like? Is Lexus? I like the Lexus.
I do like the Lexus.
Nothing wrong with Lexus.
I remember back in the 80s, my old man, 80s or even fucking 90s, I think it was. Might have been 90, can't remember.
Yeah, because the first model came out 89.
Dad had he traded his Mercedes, whatever the hell it was, in for a new one. And then he had a holiday home in England. and he went over while he was waiting for this car, like the day after he ordered it. And he measured the shed, and it turned out that the Merc wasn't going to fit inside the shed. He couldn't open it. It had a big pillar where he couldn't open the fucking door. So he ended up cancelling the Merc, and he bought a LS400 Lexus.
They're an amazing car.
It was fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And that sent him on his Lexus journey. And the last one was I can't remember, GS 380 or something. I can't remember.
Oh, I see.
Beautiful fucking thing, which I used to
GS 350 or something, I think.
380, I think it was. It was a V8.
Okay. Fuck.
When I used to go over to visit, that was my car to drive around on the island every time I was there. And it was just a beautiful car. It was well put together.
Your dad was pretty affluent to have one of those.
Well, yeah, he did okay, yeah.
It's not a poor person's car.
It's not a poor person's car, but there are more expensive cars around. It was good value. That's what I'm trying to get at.
The Pine Barren, $5 Arch. Your new 30-year-old boss checks their G-Shock every time you're 5 minutes late. How long to you last at Pizza Hut? That's a good thing. Yeah. Apparently the car smells like pizza too if you do pizza delivery. Have you heard that, Ronnie Paul?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you're consistently delivering pizzas, eventually the smell gets into the plastic and it gets into your interior.
And what does that mean?
Well, you won't notice it, but when somebody else who doesn't know will sit in your car, they're gonna say, "Fuck, it smells like pizza in here."
It's not a good thing.
No, man, you're gonna have to put those pine.
But isn't pizza a nice smell? What's wrong with pizza? I like pizza. It could be dog vomit. It doesn't smell like dog vomit, does it?
Could be
put those air fresheners on the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Mr. GMT, $5. Thanks for the invite, but too busy at work. Stay sexy. We love you, Mr. GMT. He's a bit of a car person too. Up in the NT, they got no speed limit on the highway there. We could really test out your fucking HSV, Sirocco.
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
No speed limits.
I should put it on the track, do a track day with it one day, but I don't want to flog the guts out of it and put it round the fucking whatever on a track.
Oh, Johnny Paul, Ronnie Paul. So what you do is you drive onto a plastic tarp.
Yep.
You put a car cover on. What do you do in the interior? Do you put anything inside the interior, like those moisture absorbing things?
Yeah, those silica things. You can put that in there. But the winters here in Canada are really dry.
Yeah,
it's dry, so it's not an issue. It's not humid.
What do you do about mice and rats?
You know what? We don't have that problem. What I've even done is I've laid out rat traps and stuff like that around my car with bait. And I never catch anything. So the garage is fairly clean and they don't invade.
Super chat, Archie. Super chat.
Oh, Maldives, £9. Arch, can you pull up a BMW 8 Series E31 from the 90s? Thoughts? You know what, Maldives? They came out as a V12. This was the BMW Coupe. They were a fucking fantasy car. Fuck me dead. You know, the best, they had the V12, which is 850i. I like the V8, the 840i. They had an 840 CSI. I remember James Morrison, the trumpet player, had one. I thought, fuck me dead. That is such a fucking cool car to have. I thought that was so fucking cool. BMW E31 740 CSI. That's what I want, one of these. These were amazing. Look at this. Do you remember these, Sirocco?
I do, yeah.
And it was also one starred in the movie. You remember there was a movie about in Canada where this guy robs a bank. It was, what's his name? De Niro. De Niro was in the movie and he drove an 8 Series. You remember that movie, Ronnie Paul?
Are you talking about the movie Heat?
Yes.
Yeah.
He drove an 8 Series.
That was a 96, wasn't it?
And he uses GPS, and the reality is GPS it actually can't pinpoint to the foot. It was a bit hilarious how they remember that
the movie. Yeah, I remember the movie. I think it was Heat.
Yeah. I thought. Did you remember those 8 Series, Sirocco?
I remember them. Yeah.
What did
I
you
don't
think
remember
of them?
seeing many of them. I think I kind of liked them, but I'm not a BMW guy. They were a nice looking car. I'll give you that. Whether I don't think I'd ever buy a BMW. I wouldn't have bought one in the 80s. And certainly wouldn't be buying one now, to be honest with you. I don't like the styling of them now.
You don't like the what? The styling?
The styling, I'm not at all.
What do you like? You like the Lexus?
Well, I like the Lexus. I like the Mercedes. I was actually looking. Someone actually mentioned it in chat before. A GLC. Wouldn't mind one of those. I don't know what to do, to be honest. The problem is now there are no.
Oh, by the way, Green Room, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Weight loss. Today's weigh-in is 128.8.
Very good. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's all.
So the 1st of January was 133.1.
Tell that to your father when you ask him. Start it with that.
What difference does that have about getting him to co-sign?
Well, you're
you're on the right path.
It doesn't mean it on the right path to go and lease a fancy fucking car. It's financial stupidity.
Look, man, I'm just trying to come up with stuff.
Look what Dave Ramsey said. Okay, Dave Ramsey said a lease that's a fleece. He said, America, if you want to know what's wrong with your financial future, go and have a look at your fucking driveway. That's where the solution is. You're broke. Yeah, I don't like to eat beans and rice. Sometimes I like to have steak. Okay? Does that make sense or not?
We'll do that.
I don't want to fucking scrimp every fucking time.
Hey, Arch, have you ever thought about seeing a dietitian?
About what?
Well, I mean, you're trying to lose weight, right? Usually they have some ideas of stuff that you can do to...
Yeah, stop eating like a fucking pig, fatso. That's what they say. It's pretty fucking obvious. I don't need a dietitian to tell me what's wrong. The consumption is greater than the energy out, and the calories. I'm eating too much. The food I'm eating is high in calories. The food I like isn't really good for you. Okay, I don't like lettuce. I don't like fucking celery. I don't like carrot sticks. I want to eat fried shit. Okay, I like meats. I like fried stuff. I like sweet shit. I can tell you the problem immediately. Nice. It's like a car. Okay. You know all the good cars that you should buy? They're fucking boring. You understand, Sirocco, or not?
Yeah, sorry. I was...
yeah, they're fucking boring. You want a nice, exciting car? They're unreliable.
Yeah.
That's how it is, man.
Archie, maybe I should just get a Toyota Camry.
They're a great car.
Yeah.
Have you got your license yet, Green Room? I haven't seen you for a while.
I've been having lessons almost every day, but I'm not.
How many do you need?
Hey?
How many lessons do you need?
Well, I'm feeling pretty confident. I think I'll be booking the test in a couple of days, I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah. How many lessons you had? With a professional instructor or?
Just a family member,
Okay. Yeah, that's always a fucking mistake. But anyway.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you learn bad habits.
You learn some fucking
nonsense. I don't know what family members you guys have.
Oh, everyone thinks they're a driving instructor. That's the problem.
Well, you listen to me. My mother, she's never lost a demerit point in her entire life. She's been driving for like 50 years. Okay.
Ooh, what's happening to green room? He's getting very. This is very.
He's
Just calm
getting
down. Back
pissed
down. Back up. Back down. Can you back down, Sirocco? Can you give him some space?
I'll back away. I'll move away slowly, nodding and smiling.
Hey, Archie. No, he's on the phone.
Yeah, who's this?
Hi guys.
He's on the phone.
Marcelo, are you broadcasting?
I am.
Yeah.
Are you?
Mm.
Are you broadcasting Archie's stream at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I am 24 hours, so that's why I don't stop. So I'm broadcasting.
At the end of Archie's stream, Marcelo, what are you doing? Remember
In
the
the end of Archie's stream,
Quiet.
No, it's not that I'm going to go to my stream. I'm going to close this stream and I open a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So start fresh. I renew one.
Okay.
How do we? Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. What would you like me to do?
So while this time, if you like to use your network, then I can help you to get your backup service. It's a very simple way to visit our official website and send us a request for active backup connection. After that, when tomorrow morning all the connection will be shut down, your backup connection automatically reconnected for 3.
Okay. Yeah. Do you ever like bareback? You know bareback? Do you know bareback? I really like Desi porn. Do you like Desi porn? Hello? Yes. How about you? Can you do Desi porn with me? Hey, can you do Desi porn with me? How about Desi porn? Come on, let's do a bit of porn together. I love it, man. Shaved, trimmed, or shaven, unshaven. Tell me, just tell me that. Shaved or trimmed? Can I ask you that? Shaved or trimmed? Sorry.
What was
We just
that?
had that was a scammer.
What?
You know.
Archie, can I? Did you get the number? Was that an 07 number?
What do you think of that? How do you think of that?
That was awesome.
Was that an 07 number? Archie?
What do you reckon? Shaved, trimmed,
shaved,
or natural? That one.
What did she say?
She wants me to. She said NBN's going to be down, so we're going to do backup for you. Trying to. Can you believe that? Can you believe that or not?
I think Tim wants the link.
Yes.
Hey, Archie.
There he is. Where'd you
I'm
go?
I'm a dealer.
Archie, did
Where
you
I
get
got my
license?
first commission.
Did you get your license?
Check it out, guys. My first commission. Tim is now officially a dealer.
What's that? That's a PAM 24.
No, full screen.
That's a PAM 24, isn't it?
This was a submersible.
Yeah, but that's a PAM 24, isn't it? Let's just let him hang himself, guys. Just keep quiet. What reference number is that, Pam? I'll give you a clue. It's not on the back, Sunshine. It's not even on the front. Do you know? Fuck me dead. This is why you should go to David SW. Fuck me dead.
Hey, anyone interested? Contact me. Hello.
So what Pam is it? Like Pam's got a number. Like Pam da da da. It's not on the back, Sunshine.
No. It's a limited edition. It's 531 out of 800.
You come with box and papers?
Fire and Z. Fire.
You come with box and papers?
Jesus Christ. What's he doing?
I don't have.
Sirocco.
No, I didn't get the box and papers yet, but I'm not
Sirocco,
sure.
what's he doing, Sirocco?
I don't know. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I think he'd be better off learning to paint that fucking door and getting his job back with his family.
What's he doing? He doesn't. Can you believe that? like he's looking at the watch to get the model number off it. I mean,
I
how
don't-
fucking amateur is this shit?
I didn't have a chance to look at it yet. I just got it in my hands.
So what did the person say to you it is then?
He said, "Here, get me top dollar for this," and I took
How much
it.
how much does he want then? Tell me this.
He doesn't know what it's
20
worth.
bucks.
I told him it's probably worth about 5,000.
How are you picking these figures from?
No, I just said it's because I think you had one of
What?
these. That's the one
You
that's
know,
got
how
the
do you know it's
7750 with the
it's
with
not
the
a
loud rooter.
Do we boot him off? Do we boot him off,
No,
Sirocco?
no, leave him off. This is interesting.
Leave him on. Let him bury
He has
himself.
no idea what he's doing.
Tim,
You know this?
When you accepted it, didn't you ask
I
him what
said
it
I'm gonna
was?
research. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna research it. This is the first time I'm holding this piece in my hand. Come on, Arch.
So how do you know this guy who sold it to you? How do you know this?
No,
guy?
he didn't sell it to me. He gave it to me at what's it called? When they just give you the watch.
IGAG?
No, consignment. It's called consignment.
Consignment. He
Okay,
gave
we'll
it to me
just-
on consignment. He's gonna bring the box and papers later. He said.
Okay, let's just back off there. I want to talk to Ronnie Paul about something. Ronnie
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
So you put your car in there. So
Yeah.
you never take it on in the snow, do you?
In the winter, when they salt the roads, absolutely not. As soon as I get word that they've dropped the salt on the road,
Super chat, Archie, super chat.
Do they give you much warning about that or not?
Do they what?
They give you any warning about salting the road?
I always know when they start to talk about frost, on the news, when in the weather, when they say there's going to be frost, I know that they're gonna start putting that crap on the road, and that's usually about the second week of December.
Here we go. Maldives, £9. Did Tim just steal this watch from the guy outside his Starbucks? No idea. So tell me this.
Man.
Tell me, just hang on. Just
Yeah.
quiet there.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Ronnie Paul. Ronnie Paul. What do they use salt in Canada or just sand? Some places
Okay,
just
so listen. They call it brine.
Yeah.
Brine. Yeah. So what they
Archie, super chat.
Here we go. Finchy, $2. Fake me dead. It's not in the back, sunshine. Back truck up. There we go.
It is actually, Arch. It is 24.
Okay, cool. I thought so.
Just looked it up. Yeah.
Okay. But it could be a 1024. How do we know it's not a 1024?
I'm trying to find out.
Okay. Ronnie Paul.
Yeah.
So they put brine on the what is brine? Sand
So-
and salt.
Yeah, so what it is instead of throwing just rock salt everywhere, what they do is they dissolve the rock salt in some kind of a special saline solution, and there are other chemicals inside that solution. So when they spray it out the back of a truck, they spray it out in these lines.
Do you wash your car before you put it away for the
Absolutely, and I wax it also.
So how do you wash it at the apartment?
I take it to my parents' farm.
You can't wash it at the apartment?
No, I don't have a washing facility in my underground.
You don't? How
No,
about at the
so-
top?
What? No. Well, I could go to a car wash. If I do go to a car wash, I go to the touchless washes.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
my
tell me
parents-
this. Then you wash it, you dry it, and you wax it.
Not every single time. I wax my car twice a year.
Okay. And what do you put any tire dressing on?
No.
Why is that?
I stopped doing that because what I found with one of my sets of tires, when I was putting that dressing on, it started eating away at the rubber.
Rubber.
And what about?
Not only that, but Archie, I'm running summer tires on my car, and they're performance tires. They're BF Goodrich sport comps. So it's really soft. So it's like driving on a cloud. So I don't want to put nothing on it.
Okay. And what do you? So you wax it. What about the chrome work? Do you prepare that or do anything with that or what?
I don't really have there's no chrome work on the car. It's all plastic.
Yeah.
It's all
pretend
vinyl
chrome.
and plastic.
Okay. And the interior, you vacuum it out first.
Yeah, but it's clean anyways. But yeah, I vacuum it because I have leather seats.
Yes.
I have that leather dressing by McGuire's. So
Oh, that's really good stuff. How do you
they're
find
all
that?
Yeah.
Do you
Great.
ever use a clay bar?
No, because Because I take so good care of the car, and it's always waxed, and it never sees the sun, or rarely, because I park it indoors. It's not sun bleached. It's like a virtually brand new car.
And what about, here we go, Rourke Malcolm, $7. Hate Brian, I'm a truck driver in Ontario. Like an oil slick on your mirror or windscreen, use so much washer fluid.
See, he's in Ontario. That's where I'm at. I'm in Toronto, right? So Toronto, Ontario. It's the same province. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Awful. So I've seen cars that are like 3 years old, and they're all orange underneath because the
rust.
stuff, the surface rust just sets in.
Fuck, that's terrible, isn't it? So how long do you wait until when the season changes, how long does it take for that to get off the road? If they've been spraying this shit everywhere, how long does it take to get off?
So I take my car off the road, and I tell my insurance company so that they mark me down and they give me a better rate. So I tell them to take the car off the road from January 1st until March 31st.
Yeah. You drop the link.
I did.
And then on April 1st, I'm able to bring my car out. And typically around late March, it starts to rain. So you probably need like one good rainstorm, maybe two, and it clears off the crap.
And when you drive it, anything special you do? You start it up. Do you go down every week and start the car just to warm it up?
So it's not a good idea to be starting it all the time, because when you start it and it warms up, it creates condensation when you turn the engine off. Right.
Exhaust.
So you don't want shit, rusting out and stuff. So typically what I do is I leave it alone in the end of December and January. And then maybe in late February, early March, I'll go and start it once. And then I'll start it up one more time.
How long will you start it up for?
I'll make it I'll move the car back and forth, and I'll make it reach operating temperatures.
Operating.
So you could drive around your garage as well,
I can
can't
drive
you?
in the garage, yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah. I've done it a couple of times, because what I have to do is my garage is interconnected with the neighbor's garage from a neighboring apartment building, and they have a circular parking lot. So I can just drive into their garage, do a couple of turns, and then just drive back into my spot and park it.
Have you had? When do you want to sell? That must be unusual to have a car that old in Canada, because most of them are rusted out now.
It is. I've recently been taking it in to get like the fluids changed and stuff like that, and the guys are amazed in the shop at how clean it is. Like,
what did they say?
When they build your car, they put these barcode stickers on all the different parts.
Yeah, you still got them.
You could still scan them and be able to read the barcode.
How many Ks have you got on it?
106,000.
Well, that's a fair bit of driving.
Yeah, it's all highway driving though. All of it. 95% of it's highway driven.
And how long do you plan to keep the car before you get a new one or trade it in?
Yeah, well, I was thinking of 2 years ago. I was thinking about getting a Toyota Camry and trading it in. And I'm almost 50 years old, and I figure if I buy the Toyota Camry, it'll be the last car I'll ever have to buy.
Yeah.
But
would you treat the Camry the same as that?
No, if I had the Camry, I'd be driving that all year round.
Oh, why's that?
Well, because it's a more so the Camry is front wheel drive, right?
Yes, they like the snow.
They like the snow. It's better. Whereas my Dodge Challenger is big and heavy, and it's rear wheel.
Tell me this: how much is your Dodge Challenger worth now?
So the dealership a couple of months ago offered me $17,000 for it, but
what did you pay for it?
Okay, so when I bought it in 2009, I paid $45,000 all in.
Oh, you bought it outright?
I bought it outright cash.
Or did you lease it?
No, cash.
You had cash?
Yeah, well, I have cash now.
That was a lot of cash at the time in 09.
That was. It's a $45,000 car. I think that's
like about 60,000 today, isn't it?
Easily, yes. Yeah.
So
Riley, what car are you driving in the winter?
You didn't want a BMW or a Mercedes?
I remember a buddy of mine when I showed him the car when I had just got it, and I told him how much I paid for it. He goes, "Holy shit! You could have bought one of the lower class BMWs, and I told, well, that wasn't my dream car. I wanted Detroit. I wanted Detroit muscle. Like, the car is built in Canada, but the Challenger was obviously a Detroit design, right? So I'm into the American muscle stuff.
They used to be right-hand drive in Canada, weren't they?
Never. It's always left.
It was always left.
Yeah, because of the U.S.
I thought that in the 60s they change.
I can't give you an answer on that. I've only ever known it to be left-hand drive, and I was born in '73, so.
So Ronnie,
yeah,
when were you talking about maybe buying a Camry?
Well, I was thinking about that a little over 2 years ago, back in like 2019.
Right.
But then the COVID hit, and now you can't get parts.
No, you can't get the fucking car.
Well, you can't get the car, right? Yeah. So I went into the dealership recently to get the differential fluid replaced in my car.
Yep.
And I walked into the showroom, which was empty. And one of the guys was asking me what I was in there for and stuff, and I told him I had brought my car in for servicing, and at that time I was picking it up. So he said, well, how about I take a look at it and I give you a quote? So I said, sure, go ahead. So he went and he took a look at it, spent about 15 minutes with another manager going over it. He comes back to me and he says, we're classifying your car as almost new or as good as new.
Yep.
And I said, well, what does that mean? And he goes, well, we'll give you $17,000 for it. And I said, well, what can I get in exchange if I do a trade-in? And he goes, well, what do you want? So we went over, what I would look for, and if I was buying another Dodge product.
What would you buy?
A Charger, one of the 6-cylinder Chargers. And I said, so when can I order it? And he goes, well, I can't put an order in because we don't have the parts to build it.
And you were happy to upgrade now?
Well, no, I was kind of, he wanted to give me a quote and that, and I was kind of leading him on.
Got Archie, Super.
Here we go. Loose Soul. Prince Edward is and Newfoundland. Where right-hand drive?
So that's on the East Coast.
Yeah. So tell me this. Your car is very collectible now. What's it like?
Well, I took a look at what I could get for it, and I can pretty much get what I paid for it.
45?
I think I can get my 45 back.
How's that?
Well, because you can't, whatever they can get, nobody can get anything. Whatever's been made is already owned and it's on the road. And I've been looking on some of the websites we have here, like Auto Trader and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm seeing cars from my era that have more kilometers on them than mine, and they're asking between 35 and 37.
Why are they so valuable?
Because you can't get them. And like what a lot of guys are doing, Archie, is they're taking these cars and they're modifying the engines. So they're putting superchargers on them.
So you feel a bit ripped off with he offering 17 for you?
Oh, well, I wasn't taking it seriously. I know what he was going to do. He was going to give me 17,000 for the car, and then he's going to turn around and sell it for 40.
You reckon he was?
Oh yeah, that's how dealerships make their money.
They're not. I thought you said they were your friends.
Never.
Bullshit.
No. My dad, I told you in one of your other shows that my dad picked up, was it the RAV4 Toyota? And before that, he was driving a Toyota Camry. It was a 2004 Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
And it had over 250,000 kilometers on the odometer, but it was still in good condition. And he drove it year round. He was rust proofing the car. He would get it oil sprayed. So there was no rust on it. It was clean. Yeah. Well, he went into the dealership to get that RAV, and he used that Toyota, that Camry, as a trade-in. And I said, well, what did he give you for it on trade-in? And he goes, $500. And I said, if you sold that privately, you could have gotten $6,000 for it. So that's how wacky it's gotten with used car prices. But I think if I were selling mine, I would start at around 45,000, and then I'd wait for the offers to come in. Because trust me, the car is clean.
Can I ask you something?
Eat off of it.
Is this your first really decent car, that car, or?
So I had a 1995 liter Mustang back in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought that for, I think, 6,000 Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put another $4,000, $5,000 into it over the period of 8 years, fixing up the engine. I gave the car a new full paint job. I had to replace the hatchback on it. So I know a little something about vehicles and what to look for.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a learning experience with that car.
This is kind of your dream car, this Hellcat.
Yeah. Well, it's not a Hellcat, it's an RT.
Sorry.
The Hellcats, I think, came out after 2015. I think the first one was 2016 or 17 or something like that.
Yeah, Hellcat is a recent model. The
Can I say
Hellcat,
this to you? If you were sorry,
the Hellcat Red Eye is the one that came out with like 700 horsepower. Will do a wheelie right out of the showroom floor.
What about the Demon?
The Demon. Maybe that's what I'm talking about.
It's the Demon.
They call it the Red Eye or the Demon.
Yeah, I was checking.
That's 700 horsepower.
I was checking now my Smurf. The prices jump in Chrono between 60 to 75,000.
That's ridiculous.
Check it out.
Marcelo, would you sell it to me for 50?
Go to Chrono, check it out. The price.
I'm asking you.
Yankee Doodle, $2. I have a monthly pass at the local car wash, $45.
Somebody's manipulating the market, Marcelo.
Now, I want to ask you this, Ronnie Paul. Do you prefer to wash your own car, don't you? Because the car washers, they recycle the water.
Right. So it depends where I am and what's going on. So most of the time I'll do my own hand wash, like bucket washes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
how many buckets do you use?
2.
What's that for? Tell me what.
So the first one is the main clean one that I use. So I'll dip my glove.
Yeah. Oh, you use a glove.
Yeah, it's like it's a leather.
You don't use it. You don't use a sponge.
No.
What?
You don't use a sponge because the sponge will trap the rocks.
Scratch your car all up.
You'll re-scratch your vehicle.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you're saying to me you shouldn't be using a sponge to clean your car?
No. You got to use a microfiber cloth with clean water. Start with a clean bucket.
You don't use a sponge. Can I use a sponge on the wheels?
On the tires, yeah. But if you have nice mirror finished rims, maybe you don't want to do that.
What should you use then? What the hell do I need to buy then? I can't believe this. So I get a couple of buckets.
Listen,
should you use a car wash? Because you know the solution to wash your car. You don't use dishwashing liquid, do you?
Absolutely not. The only time
why not?
The only time I would use dishwashing liquid, and even then I'd be really careful, is if you already have a coat of wax on your car and you want to put a fresh coat. If you want to strip that old coat, then you use a little bit of dishwasher, but very little, and then you quickly wash it on and wash it off.
And what about, okay, fuck me dead. This technology's changed since I last had a beautiful car. So what do you think of the car washing solution that's got wax built into it? Is that okay to use?
That's fine. But you know what? I got to be honest. I listened to Scotty Kilmer.
Yeah.
And Scotty Kilmer says you should get the cheapest car wash because they're all the same. It's just soapy water.
Yeah. If you're gonna wax your car, wax it properly. There's this great clear wax called
Kahuna juice. They use Kahuna wax.
No, that's Carnauba.
Carnauba,
that's the one.
Carnauba. That's if you really want to
wax.
No, I use something called New Shine.
Yeah.
What did you think about the dealership who's trying to sell me diamond coating thing? What do you think of that?
Bullshit.
Total bullshit.
You don't need to do that, man. All you need to do is wax your own car. That's
$2,000 for that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Complete ripoff. Total joke.
Listen. Go on.
Sorry.
There's no process that you buy a new car and they try to sell you this $2,000 process that this mirror shine protects your car for 5 years, and they're supposedly able to put it on overnight and have it ready for you in the morning. Bullshit. They can't even tape a car off.
What are they
in
doing
that amount
exactly
of time.
then? What are they doing then?
Okay, so
They're spraying it down with some bullshit fucking coating, and then just hosing your car off and calling
But
it
they
a
said
day.
it's the hardest surface on earth. It's diamond ceramic coating.
Oh, so wait, that's what I was going to ask you. So are they saying they want to put ceramic coating on your car? Ceramic
inside or outside?
The finance isn't approved, so it's all fantasy.
So there's a new technology. It's called ceramic wax, ceramic coating, and if you look on YouTube, you can find some videos on it.
You know how much prep? You know how much prep you have to do to your car to be able to actually apply that stuff properly. Though you have to have your car, cleaned, stripped, buffed, waxed, not waxed, but completely buffed out and perfect before you apply that coating.
Yeah. So if they're charging you $2,000 and he said it's ceramic wax, then that makes more sense.
Is it worth it?
A lot of guys say it is because it makes washing it a whole lot easier.
If you're starting with a brand new car, but I mean, like a car like mine, 11 years old with 1,000 swirls that needs a buff job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to spend $500.
I
to
like
have
watching
it
that
properly
ammo guy.
cleaned.
Can I get that ammo guy to help?
Who?
Ammo. NY City. Ammo. He does car
Emo?
detailing video. Yeah.
I've never seen his videos.
Ammo. He does. You know that
there
guy.
There are car detailing out companies.
Loose soul,
specialize.
$2. I had a 2007 HSV Senator and an XW GT HO. Pull up for our non-Aussie boys, Aussies muscle. These are real muscle cars. So let's.
By the way,
bring
that
this.
coating. How long the coating can hold?
I think it's a con. To be honest with you, I honestly prefer. I don't look. I think it's good. Look, I don't know. I have no idea. You tell me, guys. What do you think?
We've gotten along for 100 years with a good old coat of wax and a good, keeping your car well buffed and a good coat of wax and washing your car really often. And
This is a
we've been able to keep
2007
cars
Senator.
in
That's a
showroom
Senator.
condition like that.
That's a
These
Senator.
new-
That's what he had. And the other thing he said was he had a XW GT HO. Ooh. That's a late 60s muscle
That's an
car.
old Chevelle.
That's a Ford. It's a
Ford.
Ford.
It's a Ford Fairlane.
Ford Falcon.
Falcon or Fairlane? Yeah, okay.
Falcon.
Yeah, that's
they're
America
very
dropped the
similar.
Falcon. Green Room, not Green Room. What's his name? Sirocco. They had the Falcon and they dropped it. You know, the Falcon is basically what the Mustang is.
Yeah. Well,
that was the two-door.
The one that
Falcon.
you're showing was the sedan version.
Yeah, America dropped it. Let me ask you this. Okay, so Loose Soul
Another
PS
supercar,
built
actually,
with Detroit bits. Tell me this. If you were so don't use a sponge. Is that what you're saying to me?
No, absolutely not. Look for a mitt.
Yeah.
It's a mitt.
Even a mitt on a pole.
Okay, so you recommend a mitt?
One of those
Mitt.
fuzzy things with fingers.
Yeah, it's wool and it's a leather glove.
I
And
know.
the
I
wool-
never liked it. I never liked using it.
That's the best thing, man.
So what's the best shampoo to use for a car? What would you use?
Well, what
You
I
like the
told-
Meguiar's?
I like Meguiar's products. but
Meguiar's is good.
I'll typically go for whatever on sale. If I go for the Meguiar's, it's the
What
gold.
wax do you use? Is Meguiar's wax okay?
So I use New Shine. So look up New Shine. Just do an image search on New Shine so you know what the bottle looks like.
There's another one called
Pull it up,
Ice.
Arch. Pull it up.
Ice. That's a clear wax, and it basically spray on, spray off. It's like
What about for what about for the
Rain-X.
wheels? What do you use for the wheels then? I want to use something on the
Same
wheels.
thing.
So
Same
I
thing.
have chrome wheels. So I just use the New Shine on the chrome.
Yeah. You just
What
wax
about
the
the?
wheels.
Do you Can I ask you? Do you actually wear shoes in your car, Ronnie Paul? I was thinking about putting the shoes into a bag.
Okay, so check this out. So you have the base, which is a rug.
Yeah.
Then I have Challenger mats.
Yeah.
And then I have a rubber mat on top of it.
Nice.
Oh, you put rubber mats on top.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I'm really anal about my car. I can't.
I know. That's why. I know. I could just see it in you. I knew you'd be.
His carpet will look like mint after
I'm
100,000 miles.
Archie, if you ever saw the interior of the car, you'd say, "Holy shit, this is 12 years old." Archie,
Do you still love your car?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I still talk to it.
What?
I still rip up the road with it.
How do you mean talk to it? Talk to who?
Talk to the car.
Yeah, you talk to her,
I
man.
thought I was the
say,
only
"Come
fucker
on,
who
baby.
did that. I thought I was the only
to me,
fucker.
baby.
No, man, you got to talk to the car.
Do you think you love your car more than some previous girlfriends?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you sell it then? How do you feel when you sell it? Saddened or what?
I'll feel sad. Yeah.
Can I tell you something? I actually went through 2 years of grieving when I sold my BMW.
Yeah, I'd cry too.
You know what? I never really cried after the first divorce.
Especially if you downgrade. If you downgrade.
Yeah, I downgraded to a fucking Ford.
Yeah. So if then that's
Ford
when
Contour.
you mourn. That's when you mourn. If you upgrade, then you know it's all for rainbows and fluffy.
So tell me this, Ronnie Paul. So you actually, how do you feel if you sold your car, then someone just treated it like shit? How would you feel? Upset?
I think when I would sell the car, I'd tell the person I don't ever call me again.
Yeah.
Would you rather? Let me ask you this, Ronnie Paul. Would you take 40,000 from an enthusiast who loves it, who worships the car?
Yeah.
Or 45 from some rich cunt who just wants to, fuck off, just get out of here. I'm going to put it in the car. I'm going to leave it outside. Who would you sell it to?
Well, I'd sell it to the kid who's going to love it.
No, but 40 or 45? It's a big money difference.
Oh, so there's a difference between it.
Yeah. Would you take
really
less money if you knew it was being looked after and loved?
If you're letting it go, you're letting it go.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
asking
you're right. I think I would just take the 45 and walk
Fuck,
away.
what a bastard. What a complete bastard you are, Ronnie Paul.
If you're letting it go, you're letting it go.
Archie, out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. I want to know. I want to know this because you said you've got a relationship with this car.
Well, we're on the 7th floor right now, so my car can't hear me. So I can say 45. I think if we were in the garage, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't say things around my car within audible distance. Like she's been running great for a long time. You don't say that around your car.
You know the best thing about the new BMWs. Hey, BMW, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say shit like that.
So it is.
But
it's got that new. It actually will talk back to you. It's got that AI logic in it now.
I took $20,000 less for my race car because everybody that wanted to buy my race car was going to take it and part it out and take all the parts and put it on a 911 and build a 911 GT2 race car. And I owned my 914 was an absolute work of art race car built by a master fabricator. I mean, the body lines were equivalent to a Mercedes, and this is like very rare in a race car. Race cars are good at 10 feet. When you get up close, they're rough, okay? Because you're banging, and this car was a work of art. And I took a $20,000 loss on the promise that this guy would not part it out and that he would continue racing the car and that the car would live its warrior
Did he
life.
lie to you?
No, he sends me emails after he wins a race with it. It's still racing on the East Coast right now. The car, it was a monster, man. It set records at multiple tracks around here.
You took 20,000 less just because it wouldn't be parted out. That's fucking amazing.
Yes, because
you regret that decision?
No, not at all, because it would be an immortal sin to take that work of art and strip it apart and sell it off for parts, because it was a complete developed, hit the track and set track records race car that anybody, experienced driver, could hop into and go win races with, which this guy did. Okay, but the average guy wanted it for parts, and so they were all interested in it. But this guy came along, and he promised that he would. He was a 914 guy, and this was. I mean, you got to understand. My car was probably one of the most developed 914s in the world. Okay, you pull a picture of it up. I mean, it is the farthest thing from a 914 that you
now
can
let me
get.
ask you this. It's why don't you just sit there and shut up for a minute, Tim, because there's nothing useful. Sometimes I want to gloss over things. The last thing I need you to do is fucking quip. Ronnie Paul.
Yeah.
Ronnie Paul. Yeah, I think I've seen a side of you, Ronnie, that, you know, I was just embarrassed to admit the love for my car, right?
Oh.
And you know what? It's like, I think it's this way. It's like grandparents who not allowed to see the grandchildren because they, you know, I feel at a complete, I'm just going to mute that loser there. He's never had a car that he loves, you know. I got to tell you, you know, I've often tried to search the plate. I love. Yeah, I know. You got to search the VIN. Yeah. I got to say to you, see, what I was hoping to do is, if I get this car, is I want to keep a logbook of every time I fill it up with gas.
Sure,
Archie,
and document every kilometer I've traveled. No, sorry.
A lot of people do that.
Hold on. Very quickly,
Yeah.
super chat. Lou. Arch, buy WeatherTech laser measured floor mat.
WeatherTech are the best.
Might be handy to get the new car before you get.
I bought those from my aunt.
What's here?
This is my dedicated folder to all of my service records for this vehicle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a folder just like that for my BMW. Everything that's been ever
But
done
do you
to it.
document every kilometer?
Well, any service, anything the shop's ever done to it has been recorded, and I.
How about
keep in
every
a
time you
file.
fill up with gas, do you print out a receipt?
No, but every time I change the oil, every time I change the air filter, any time I change anything, I throw the receipt.
I think you
anytime I
have
have a shop work on it, the receipt goes in there.
Ronnie.
When I do stuff like if I do service on the vehicle or
But you
what
don't
have
keep
you-
a copy of every time you fill up with gas.
No, that would get too clustered. I mean, I'll print up a receipt, but it's a Visa receipt, so I'll keep that on record for about 6 months, and you know, when the bill gets paid off and my card is at zero and all that stuff, I eventually just toss those receipts.
Gas is gas.
Why's that?
Well, do you know how many receipts I would have?
Yeah.
It'd be like a garbage bag.
Totally.
Yes,
gas,
I see
just
what you're
gas.
saying.
You can do that for oil changes.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Yeah.
do. Like
So
oil changes, any
You
service.
actually, you treat this car, you have love for this car.
Absolutely.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. I
Yes.
do my own oil changes and stuff like that, and I try to limit the amount of hands that actually touch it.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
I'm
you're
the same with
joking.
my car.
Yeah.
I'm
My
absolutely
biggest-
the same with my car.
But you can't really say to them, I don't want the 16-year-old pimply apprentice to work on my car, can you?
Well, it depends where are you going with
Depends
it. Are
on
you
the shop
going
you
to those
go
lube
to.
shops?
I take my car to a specialist.
But if you initially you'd have to take it from the dealer because it had some warranty packages with it.
While it was under warranty, it went to the dealership under warranty because they cover anything and everything. After warranty's over, then you find a specialist shop that deals
Yes,
in
you're right. You
BMWs
find
only.
a BMW specialist who knows
And
that.
I've got my guy, and he treats
Do you
me
see
like
a specialist,
fucking
Ronnie
gold.
Paul?
No, if I go to anyone particular, I always go to the dealership.
Oh, you still go to dealer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Like
go to
I
a
said,
dealer.
Yeah, but nothing serious has happened with the vehicle, right? In the 12 years that I've owned it, I've only had to change out the fluids.
Nice.
Fluids in the tire. You know the brakes and the brake pads, because it's all been highway driven. It's all original.
Yeah.
Like I'll take the car in once in a while and ask them to take the wheels off and to grease up the brakes and check up on them and stuff like that. But they just do that and they put everything back together, and I just go back on the road with it. No issue.
That's why
Do you love your car? Do you love your car?
I'm in love with my car.
Archie, you asked the other day, is it better to drive your car 100 miles at a time or short distances? And that Ronnie Paul is a perfect example of where if you put mostly highway miles on your car, you're not hitting your brakes very often, are you? Okay, so your brakes are going to last 10 times longer, right?
You a BBW. How are you, Doc?
How's it going, guys?
Carb talk. It's
Hey,
toxic.
guys.
It's toxic. I'm just going to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a minute. What do you think about a BMW, Doc? G20 series. Yes, no, maybe. Tell me.
Maybe. I like mine. I have the E46, but I don't know about the newer ones. They've got problems, I think.
Problems that are easily remedied, like the high pressure fuel pump and certain issues that are under recall that are already dealt with by the time you get your hands on it if you buy it used.
Well, I will say that the water pump issue that Archie used to make fun of, true in general, but on the performance models on the M's, you almost never have that problem. So it depends on the model.
The N54, like my 11-year-old BMW has an electric water pump. It's not plastic. And my 2008 135i had the same N54 engine with the same electric water pump. So it's not a plastic water pump. He's talking about the previous generation inline six that had a belt-driven water pump, and it was plastic. And
right.
Yes, it did have problems. But the newer cars all have electric water pumps, and they're driven by a speed control. So they actually speed up and slow down and monitor the car's temperature by water speed and the fans on the radiator to perfection. And if any of that goes wrong, it'll throw a code and tell you right then and there. And you take it in the second you sense anything wrong, and your guy reads the car. The car says, "Oh, my fan's going bad," or "My water pump's going bad," and you catch it before you have a major fucking overheating or anything like that. My car, the fan started blowing full blast, so I parked it. I only drove it a mile, and I parked it, and the fan was blowing full blast. So I called my guy. He said, "Don't drive it anymore. Take it right over. Have it towed to me." And it turned out my water pump was going bad. It hadn't died, but my fan was compensating for my water pump waning. And so the car never got hot. He showed me the data from the reader. The car had never thrown a code. I caught everything before anything happened, and I had the water pump replaced. It was expensive, but I had it done. Haven't had a problem since. That's now where BMW kind of hurts because the water pump was expensive. But again, the newer cars will tell you before you have a catastrophic issue what's going on. Like the old cars used to have an oil light that would go on when you lost oil pressure. That's basically you just blew your engine up light. Okay.
Well, performance models would have a gauge, and that's the point. The performance models would always do a little better.
But if you're on it and you're watching your gauge and you notice the oil pressure dropping, sure. But today's cars, like my car, will tell me when it gets to needing a quart. So it's still got 6.5 quarts out of the 7.5 quarts in it, right? And so it's nowhere near running out of oil. It's just telling me you need to add a quart. And that's I actually let it go to quite a while this last time because of COVID. I went a year and 10,000 miles between oil changes. But I'm also running $12 a quart triple ester Motul synthetic motor oil, so that compensates a little bit for that.
So, Ronnie, what kind of car you actually drive in the winter if you don't use the
Nothing.
Oh,
I don't drive a car during
snowmobile.
There's not really much, not really anywhere to go during the winter, and I'm in the city. So if I want to do shopping and stuff, I never use the car for inner city travel. I always do subway or the streetcar and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Also, it's horrible because of the salt.
Yeah.
But I'm
in
not
Seattle,
sure if
they stopped doing that. They sand the roads.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they stopped using salt. They use sand. They actually have sand dispensers in front of the rear wheels of the buses that dispense sand in front of the rear wheels for traction. And in California, they stopped salting the roads a long time ago because of the damage it was causing to the environment.
Yeah. So
it also kills a lot of germs in the car. But I heard that actually they put a coating for cars that are supposed to go to North America. They actually put a kind of a ceramic coating underneath. It's true?
So that's what we were talking about, the ceramic wax. I don't know if they put a coating underneath it or not, but
yeah, the ceramics wax. So I mean, if you're going to bother to spend that kind of money on that kind of a wax job, you really need to prep your car for the application of that wax, which means you take it to a detail shop. They
super chats, guys. Where the fuck are these super chats? We're gonna start talking concrete boats.
Yeah, because cars are ratings poison after all. You know?
Get some money
Well,
in here, guys.
You want to get that ceramic coating on your concrete boat, man. Now you're talking big money.
So you're saying buy WeatherTech laser measured mats. Who do I buy that from? Is that online or what?
Is Tim still?
Actually, you need a car first.
Is Tim still here? Is Tim still here?
Yep. Yes. I just don't want to snore on the stream because this car talk is killing me.
What'd you find about that watch?
And can you ask Mike about his box?
Can I say something to you, Ronnie Paul?
What's the status of the cigar box?
So Ronnie Paul, sorry, cigar, Mike. What I want to do is, I got some plans to turn a Patek box into a humidor. If you can do it for me, Mike, I'd be over the fucking moon. I've already stripped the interior out.
Oh, you
what
have?
happened? Let me tell you the story. What happened was I bought the box. It had been damaged. The reason I bought it was for the inner section. I needed the inner section, which I wanted to use in another box. So that's the reason I bought it. So this other box, I want to strip. I've already stripped the interior, and I want to put just
you want to line
cedar.
it with cedar. You want to
And
line
that's
the
it.
inside
That's
with
basically
cedar.
it. And possibly put a divider in it. But I'll talk to you about. Yeah,
no problem.
I'll send it to you, Mike. Send me your address. I'm going to get it in the post.
I might be able.
Ronnie
If you
Paul,
give me exact dimensions, I might be able to just send you the pieces of wood for you to install. They
it'd
might
probably
just
be better if you
slip
did it.
into
I'll
place.
fuck it up. I fuck everything up. I'll send it to you. It's no problem. Ronnie
Okay.
Paul, I want to say something to you, Ronnie Paul.
Yeah.
I'm very proud to know you. Okay.
Super chat, Archie.
Let me say that to you. Super chat,
chat.
Mr. Tudor, to you, $5. I'll tell you where the super chats are going. I mistakenly sent money to Marstello thinking I was watching your stream. Wah, 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 wah. Ronnie Paul, I want to say this to you. Ronnie Paul, I actually think with you, you know what?
What?
No, I'm really proud to have you. I had a boss once, right?
Okay.
And I could tell he was an evil man. You know how? He never garaged his car. He left it outside. And I knew that's not a good man. A good man will look after his motor vehicles. Okay?
What if you've
Even
only
though-
got it? Okay.
Even though the Honda, you know, it's not a sort of a dream car. I do try my best to look after it. I make sure it's serviced. If it needs certain things done, I get it done. The suspension will need to be done soon because it's getting a bit rattly. It's got a slight transmission leak. I'm not going to be stingy. I'm going to get this work done. Ronnie Paul, I can see the love for this vehicle. This is actually, you know what? I had my first car and I used it too much. I wish I really had kept it like yours, because after many, many years, there's a fulfilling. When you sell this car to the next person, the next custodian, what a legacy you've created. It's got all the documentation. I can just imagine selling it. Wow.
Archie, you know when you buy a car, there's a window sticker?
Yes.
I kept the window sticker and had it cellophaned. It's plastercized, so it's you can use it as a mat. For
you can get it laminated. Put it in the file.
Yeah.
Put it in the file. Look,
laminated. Yeah.
My window sticker is still on my window.
One more thing, Archie. One more thing. Yeah. The car really likes when I play Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
And the car's favorite song from Led Zeppelin is Achilles' last
stand. Or...
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Wow. I
like super chat, Archie. Super chat. Important. Super
Here we
chat.
go. Bear. Arr, Bear. Clooney watches $5. Please make AC3 and Viking Snake. Please mute AC3 and Viking Snake. Snafu.
That's,
Stuffu.
Then shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He wants you to stop talking about cars.
I got to tell you,
he's not here.
Can I tell you this? Okay.
Sure.
What I want to do is with the car is actually have like an extramarital relationship with it.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I want. I'm telling you. This car is going to be in the garage. I want to track every kilometer. Every time I fill up, I'm keeping the receipt. Every time servicing, of course, full books, full everything. Everything is documented. And I see this car as more than just a bucket of plastic parts in the BMW's case. It's more than a plastic cogs.
Archie, I'm gonna have to leave. Sorry, mate. Gotta go.
Morocco, I love you, man. Have you got the same relationship with your boat?
I have the same relationship with my boat and my car.
You got a name for your boat? What's the name?
My name? What?
For the boat.
My name? Oh, it's too special to share.
Please.
I can't share
it. A man and his boat.
See you later, guys.
Fucking green monster in the fuel tanks.
See you later, Sirocco. Check you out on Marcello time.
See you, Sirocco.
Yeah, take it easy. See ya.
I gotta tell you, Doctor.
Me?
Do you have a name for your car? Do you love your motor vehicles?
Well, I love it, but I don't have a pet name for it.
Okay, I think you're maybe not as deep as Ronnie Paul is. Ronnie Paul, yeah, I completely get it. I want to look after it. I love my car just to know the thing is, if something bad happened to it, would you repair it and keep it, or would you flip it?
So let me tell you something. This is how I would react. If something bad happened to that car and I drove it into the dealership, I would be nervously pacing back and forth in the waiting room like an expectant father.
Yes.
That's what an impact it would have. Most people they're indifferent to it, but to me it's not like that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
Is your car male or female?
Well, I've named it Mad Max.
Okay.
But I consider it female.
Okay.
Could be Mad Maxine.
Okay.
I've not named my car.
If you were a liberal, there's no difference between men and women. So.
No. Max works for both male and female.
Yeah.
Well, there's no difference between male and female. Men can be women and women can be men, so it's irrelevant.
Is
Yeah,
what I really like about you, Ronnie Paul, with this car is that you've gone to an extra layer of looking after it. It's not just a car. This is something you bought your money with. I'm not laughing at you. I fucking want to do the same thing. I desperately want to do the same thing.
How regularly do you have it detailed?
He said once every 6 months he gets it waxed. He
I
washes it.
myself. I wash it myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't let any other one touch my car either, Ronnie Paul. Best to do it yourself.
When I drive it to my parents' place for a visit, it gets stored in a garage, so it's not in the sun and it's indoors. And when I drive it home, it gets stored in an underground parking garage.
How do you feel about taking your car to the local supermarket, Ronnie Paul?
Oh, geez. When I do that, I park all the way in the back.
Way out in the back. Yep.
In the back.
I parked way out in the back, and then I happened to stay in the car, and the windows are tinted black. Somebody pulled up right next to me, even though way out in the back the parking lot's empty.
You'll get jerks like that all the time.
Yeah, some people fucking.
They see a nice car and they know why you're parking it out there, and then they go and they park next to you.
And then they open their door and dent your car.
But sometimes sometimes I get nice surprises. I'll go to a shopping mall or supermarket and I'll park my car all the way in the back. I'll go inside, do my shopping, and when I come back outside, there's 2 other Dodge Challengers parked next to me.
Yeah, cool.
I actually have had that happen.
You know what? When I was a bit down on my luck and I was driving an ex-yellow cab, people used to avoid me like that. I was the sort of car I used to have a BMW. I used to park next to a 7 Series, and they'd all fuck it. They'd hate me. I used to be one of you when I had money. I want the same. I'm the same.
That's the difference between the BMW crowd and the Dodge Challenger crowd, I guess.
What's that?
Well, he says that the BMW guys get pissed off.
Get pissed off about what?
I used to park an ex-yellow cab next to them. Okay.
Oh, I get pissed off if anybody's parking next to me and I've parked way out in the, way out away from everybody, and yet somebody's, up on my ass. No.
Yeah.
Usually, when they do that, I immediately get out of the car and start taking pictures of their car and their license plate.
I do too. I'll take a picture of their license plate, and then when I come back, if I find a dent, which I haven't yet, but I go around my car and make sure that they didn't open their car into my car and put a dent in the side.
Yes, Ronnie Paul.
I've had when I first bought the car, it was pretty much a brand new model from Dodge, so there weren't many on the road. I used to go places with it, and I'd park it, and I'd go to do something, and when I would come out, people were waiting for me because they wanted to talk to me about it.
Nice.
And these days, cool. Archie, I'll go into a gas station and fill up on gas, and people always look at it when they walk by, and they always comment. They say real nice.
The RT is a real nice model.
Yeah.
It's got like the second to the best engine package available.
There's rumor they're going to downsize it a little bit.
They're gonna drop it in. They say that 2023 will be the last year that you can order a Hellcat, and they're saying in 2024 they're going to downsize it and they're going to put a turbo straight 6 into
Are you going to get one if they do that?
But no, that just breaks from tradition.
And this will be the last of the V8s. Technically, they won't be making V8 Hemis anymore. It's over.
Yeah,
but
the V8 era is gone.
I'm sorry, it's.
I can't wait to see what happens when people take a V8 from the current models and pop it into the new one when it's got a smaller platform. That'll really move.
It'll be all over the place.
Well, if I had $70,000-$80,000, I'd probably be, or $100,000, I'd probably be buying a '69 Camaro Resto Mod that already has a 7-liter LS7 engine installed with all new contemporary suspension.
Mike, come on now.
What?
You wouldn't do that. You'd get a Pantera. Come on.
Well, yeah. No, after I got the Pantera.
Come on.
After I got the Pantera.
All right. Well, maybe after the Pantera. All right.
Yes. The Pantera always is first. I mean, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's a given.
Okay.
But
I just want to make sure.
it's very popular these days to take old Mustangs, old Camaros, and outfit them with all of the new contemporary stuff out of Ronnie Paul's car, suspension, engine, and all that, into a 60s version of the same car. And then what you have is a 60s version that handles and has the horsepower and everything of Ronnie's car, but with an original old 60s body. They call them resto mods, and they bring big money.
I know resto mods. I got to tell you, Ronnie Paul, I'm really pleased that you do look after your car. That makes me proud. Okay,
yeah.
You should be, seriously, man. You should be very proud of the service you've provided it. And you know what? I would love to be able to have the opportunity to look after a car like you have done. Tell me this. So if I am successful, I've got to get this financed through. You're saying get the mitts, use a good wax. If I just buy it, would you then wax it straight away, or how long would you wait to wax?
There's nothing wrong if you wax it right away, because the paint doesn't need a curing time.
Yeah.
And usually what happens is
well, this
that
is a used. I'm getting a slightly used cut. It's not. I wouldn't buy a new. I'm buying used.
Yeah, so just make sure. Well, if it's used, then it doesn't matter. You buy it and you wash it really well, and you put the wax on.
What size car are you buying?
Really want you can clay bar it.
Well, the clay bar is typically used if there's like oxidation and stuff like that on it.
So
Mr. Tudor, to you, $5. A Grand National sold for $500,000 at Barrett Jackson.
Oh, Grand Nationals are nice.
Yeah.
Those are like the the 1980s Monte Carlos, I believe, right?
Well,
I was looking at a hairdryer. I want to get a car with a hairdryer in it, okay?
I don't know. Archie, I could see you in a Cadillac CTS. Those are monsters.
A
and
2 liter with a turbo, Doc.
No, the ones here.
That's what I was looking at. 2 liter with a Doc.
2 liter what?
4-banger.
2 liter engine. Like I was looking.
I
at
know, but what's the car you're gonna get it in?
I was looking at a 330, Doc.
Oh.
Sorry.
Still, I mean,
what would you get, Doc?
I already told you I'd get a Porsche.
Yeah, I can't afford that, Doc.
You're getting the Beamer.
You save a little more and get the Porsche.
It's almost the same thing.
When it gets older, they won't let me get into a lease. Okay, I haven't got the money, Doc. I got no I'm broke. By the way, I'm broke. Okay, I don't have any fucking money, Doc. Oh, did you think I had money?
The same thing that Ronnie was saying about his car. On occasion, I'll get those kind of comments about the BMW, but mostly I get it about the Porsche.
Ronnie Paul, you got to be proud how you look after that car. Would you, if I was going to do a motoring live stream, would you ever come on and chat cars and love?
Sure. No problem.
You would get Snake. We'll get Snake on. We'll get Ronnie Paul. We'll get Doc on. And who else can we get on?
Video on my car. My car's 11 years old, and it looks absolutely mint.
I say we get Bear on and torture him.
Yeah, Bear. He already wants. He's already done.
I would love to get on.
The problem is, I got to be honest with you. I think I need to get the loan approved. I'll need to get my dad to go guarantor. Should I ask him, Doc? How do I ask my dad to go guarantor?
Make a video. It's gonna be funny.
Would you like us to call him for you?
Worst he can do is say no.
Would you reckon it's worth asking or not? Don't ask.
You ask a bigger favor. And when he goes crazy and you say, okay. And then you ask that.
Have you ever had to have a guarantor? Any of you guys had to have a guarantor?
No.
But you could ask him to buy the car for you. How about that? You ask him to buy the car for you. He says, are you nuts? And then let him like rant for a while and then say, okay. And then have him do that.
Yeah. At least will you co-sign?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, well, wait a sec, Archie. Hey, wasn't the plan that you would buy the Hermes bag for your wife so that later on down the track she would help co-sign the car for you?
It's not enough. She's already
Oh.
co-signing. It's not enough.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, fuck off. Come on. What do you think? I'm not made of money, okay? Okay.
Hey, Green Room, can you co-sign for Arch?
Look, if I have to.
Yeah. If he puts a gun to your head.
It doesn't sound enthusiastic. I don't know.
Hey, Archie, I'm gonna say
Hey, I'm
goodnight.
gonna wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up. We got 1 minute to go. Are you doing a show, Timmy? Timmy, you doing a show?
Timmy.
I could fire up the show, but I'm really tired.
That's okay. Just say no. Just say no. You don't have to say yes. You can say no. I'm not doing a show tonight. That's fine. You don't have to. I was just trying to give you leads.
You're gonna
trying to get you leads.
No show tonight. You're gonna spend the evening researching that Panerai.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay, man. It's okay. I just giving you free leads. That's all. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. I got to be totally honest with you.
Ronnie Paul.
It's not looking good, okay? It's not looking good.
No.
I mean, it was nice just to talk the fantasy with Ronnie Paul. I would like to come back in 10 years' time with a fucking folder that thick of every kilometer I've done. You know what I'm saying or not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Would be
What's
really
that link,
awesome.
Tim? What are you doing,
That's
Tim?
the show.
You're doing a show. You are doing a show.
I figured if you insist.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just asking if you wanted to. I don't care. I want to talk. I want to talk car names for our cars in the next show.
Archie, quit twisting Tim's arm. Quit.
Okay, guys. See
I'll
you.
be showing off my new
See you
Pantera.
tomorrow, guys. We'll be back, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.
See you guys.